Together we will devour the very core. Elven King has remedy.
it's about whether or not HLE have taken that to heart.
If they get Infernal Soul, then, or a Soul Point, then I think but it looks like they're not going to be contesting here.
Yeah, and I think you can give that one up. A second Earth, Wind, and Fire, by the way.
Nice.
I told you, T1 just always seems to get it.
You did, Atlas, and I did listen to you, so I don't know why you're...
Oh, no, I was more just like explaining it for everyone, just
in
case someone turned up a little bit late and stuff like that.
Maybe you saw the clips of game 2, you're like, man, that looks cool. People always tell me the LCK is boring.
No.
That's never.
That's an older code.
Those people have clearly never watched Rise Group.
Exactly.
As they are contesting, in fact, Atlas, Soul Point on the table here for Hanwha.
Yeah, Zeus looking for a bit of an angle here, but Gumayusi is pressuring him away. Doran as well. On that flank, Captive Audience is in position. And Zeus does have the teleport. He is going to go back, get that health bar back up again, and then look to go for a flank angle, and there it is. The Ram can come on through, but Keria can make this so incredibly annoying. The immediate flash has to come through from Zeus to get him back to his teammates, and now the Rift Herald is going to come down. That's looking to take an inner turret if it can, and HLE, they really want this Soul Point. And we'll see whether they can actually get in there. No one really pulling the trigger just yet, and now they're going to turn. Shockwave connects onto 2, though, as a Tempered Fate. He's going to buy so much time for Doran. Still, he is going to fall, but it's in trade for Delight, as now it is just a mess inside the pit. Owners spinning around, taking down Peanut. The Cosmic Binding, so incredibly good here from Keria, and Faker is not going to be thwarted by Zeus. Zeker as well, just going to have to flash his way out and should be able to backflip to relative safety, but it's not going to save the fight.
The Keria with a crazy carry of the team fight. That's what we were talking about earlier. Yep. That right there is why we see these Bard bands.
He is a magician on this champion.
This is all traceable back to Barrel, by the way. I'm just saying.
It is true.
It is fire with you, I know. Jokes aside, show me a replay of that one, because that is now a 4K Gold League once this turret goes down. That is the Soul Point denial, as Zeus with the flash is obviously rough. He also isn't quite the right level yet, so he doesn't have his ornament, because it kills this turn. Faker Shockwave into the ultimate means that they don't take down Doran soon enough. And then Viper has to walk into the pit here to try and take him down. Owner gets the fear onto Peanut, and then the flash binding, which means that I think the fight was already looking rough, but with that, there just isn't really anything to be done there. They take down one of the sources of damage, as in they go, Otacon's up.
Yep, flash out attempted here by Peanut. Let's see what he can do to try and escape, as that is a pedal, not a blast cone, but he's still able to flag and drag. Okay, there's the redemption, but it's actually avoided. Shockwave finishes him off. Oh, that Tempered Fate to deny a redemption heal? Was that actually what he meant to do? Because that's insanity.
I mean, even if it's just a setup for the Shockwave, force him to walk back, it still did its job, Atlas.
Absolutely did.
That's going to be Otacon, surely.
There's not going to be a lot of ways for HLE to find an angle here.
The jungler.
And they will be able to secure it. So T1, they do, possibly take a fair bit of damage here on this turret, but even then, like, the mini wave's just non-existent. Let's have a look at how this one all started.
I've heard great things about being a two-team region. It's really not that bad.
Yeah. I've heard the two-team region is actually kind of the way to be. Like, that's in vogue. Like, that's the thing.
So, watch this. Delight, I think maybe trying to time it and just a second early. And then there, Peanut has to walk out, because otherwise he would have also died, because he would have gone hit by the Tempered Fate, and then would have gotten ulted by Faker out of that. And now the gold lead back to 5. Now, after game 1, or sorry, after game 2, we're not gonna get ahead of ourselves.
HLE kind of has them right where they want them.
I feel like with this drop,
if it was, and also if it was the Bros, then maybe that would be true.
According to you, the Bros always have their opponents right where they want.
Exactly. But HLE are not the Bros. They do have a fifth of a Bro, though. Yeah, they wanted some time off.
The Bros?
Maybe they got holiday plans. You don't know. Don't make judgments. On things that you don't understand.
I'm sorry, I'm just being a bro anti. I apologize.
I know. I guess someone has to do it. It must feel worse, though. It must feel worse. Just being pro-bro is the way.
You think, I can't believe we haven't made a pro-brono joke yet.
We did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, don't worry.
Wonderful.
I got that one in last week.
Okay. How did I miss that? That sounds right up my alley.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, we're getting carried away with Rise Group, you know? It just...
Sometimes you just got to talk about the bros for a bit, though. That can help you feel a little bit better.
I want to talk a little bit about what is the difficulty here for Humble Life, because I think we saw it in an earlier fight as well. I think that right now they are really relying to get back any tempo in this game, any control, is to take down an individual target. Okay. Who do you turn on? Because as we can see, Faker doesn't do that much damage because he has... they're actually going to look.
Yeah, looking for a bit of an angle, but the backflip doesn't connect.
Yeah, so this means that Zeus has to join the team. He really wants to be in the side lane because he wants to try and hit 14.
There is a Jhin in the bottom lane that has just gone home.
Yeah, what I really want to highlight is that the targets are Renekton, which is, you can't blow him up. He has Starix, he's Renekton, he's level 14. Yep. No can do. Owner's honestly not bad, but with the spell shield it's kind of hard. Faker has Roa.
Well, they go from Delight. They're looking for a double knockup. Comes down as well. The Tempered Fate to buy some space here. I don't know whether it's going to be good enough, though. They lose the Nocturne, but Delight does go down, and Gumayusi, he's free hitting. Doran gets in there, and the AoE is revolting out of T1. Doran just a massive crocodile to mop them all up.
Yeah, and I was just getting to the worst of it all. There is a Bard. So if you are not engaging onto him, the fight might not necessarily be going your way, and
it's continuing to not go their way.
Nope. Oh my god, man. Delight sets up an engage, 2-man ultimates, all this CC, but it doesn't matter. Because it's all just set up, allowing for Doran to pop in and get so much value. Flash Wak onto the back line of Hanwha Life. Zeka basically does nothing in the fight. The Zakali, unfortunately, has not had the snowball they were looking for, is not looking too hot in this game. And now the gold lead is truly in, okay, Hanwha Life can still win, but it's going to require some, some colossal mistakes.
Faker doing some creative item purchase.
Well, that's actually what I was highlighting. This is, I think, one of the games, like, in a normal game, also, by the way, he's free levels up.
Yeah.
In a normal game, Orianna is actually a target. Like, Hanwha Life can't kill Orianna. Like, they actually can't. There's no way. He has Starix. Sorry, not Starix, Seraphs, but yeah, both give a giant shield. Rod of Aegis and Riftmaker.
And Riftmaker.
He's actually, like, I don't know how much health he's sitting on, but he's not dying.
He's basically Galio, but Orianna.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe we can call him Oreo.
You know, legally, I don't know if we should.
Oh, that's a good point. We could ask for the sponsorship, though, and just point them towards.
I mean,
What about Gargoyle and Metal Ballerina?
It's.
They might go for it.
It's like a duo skin.
Yeah.
When you have both. Oh my god.
That'd be pretty cool.
So who's Cookies and who's... So Galio's Cookies?
Cookies Galio?
Yeah.
Or maybe it can be like Glass of Milk Orianna and Dog Galio.
Yes!
There it is.
The ball was just a... It's just a glass of milk?
A glass of milk. And the
when
ball, the ball
like
is just no, it's just an Oreo that just goes out.
Oh.
And the Oreo just goes around. That's actually the main character. The glass sort of glides around.
So what I was thinking is Winds of War become an Oreo. It's just a storm of Oreo.
Yeah, that could happen as well.
Yeah.
That will definitely happen as well. We got to workshop this, but it's certainly there is a lot of potential here.
You know, the train Ornskin started like this.
Exactly. You've really got to make sure that you figure it out. Just like HLE needs to figure out a way back into this game.
Okay, so...
Or they could lose. They could do that as well.
Peanut Smite Steal of Baron.
Got it.
Pray someone on T1 has some funny positioning. They did in game 2.
Yep. And then hope that some more items can come in. There's Bellows Breath coming down there from Zeus. Too much more going to happen here as HLE, they just need to respect the Bard. Exactly right. The Ram comes down, gets a nice knock-up on Ona, but now time for the re-engage as the Shockwave comes in, pulls Peanut to his doom, as Zeka goes in like a madman and just gets obliterated. Viper now finds himself as the last man standing, and he ain't standing for long. Down he will go as T1 are gonna snuff out HLE here in the end of game 3. Oh man, what a pipe dream. Game 2 led us to believe as T1 just pull it right back.
And with this loss, Hanwha Life losing to their direct competitor for second place, a spot they were holding on to tightly, even though they had not been able to stand up to T1, to stand up to Gen G, but it was their past performances, the level they had back then, that allowed them to stay strong in that position, but
and
a big
now,
loss, Atlas.
It certainly is, and now HLE become the biggest Gen G fans ever. And they also need to beat Nongshim. So it is still looking pretty good here for HLE as T1 only move one match ahead, but still, now there is hope. And T1 have their fate in their own hands. And that is the biggest thing. They've taken down Gen G before. If it's a best of 3 of best of 3s, it's the game 3 of best of 3s against Gen G to see who's the better team. Said best of 3 a lot of times.
Trying to find my my moment. Malpoment. So I'm gonna give that some thought.
Can we go with Mopman?
Sure, if you prefer that.
I like to keep the pom part still in there.
Okay. Yeah,
and I like mops. That's I don't actually. Who did you even vote for? Or are we gonna keep that a secret?
Oh no, I mean I'm happy to tell you. It's kind of basic, but I ended up just going for Keria again. I think even the game 2 that they lost, he was.
I feel like Keria has
insane.
become the Chovy.
No, but it's actually warranted though. Like, who was the POG of this game?
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's almost always safe.
Yeah, but I do truly believe it. Like over the course of the series as well.
I think like there's definitely an angle for Doran though.
I think Doran would be great. I think Owner had a really good game too, but didn't really hold on to that form in the other games necessarily. It's actually was fine.
Yeah, I think Doran's game 1 and 3 were pretty outstanding.
His move,
and Owner, yeah.
Owner
was also very good.
It's hard.
It is. It's a tough one. When there are 5 really good players on a team, voting for which one's the best is always difficult. But let's have a look at some of the highlights here. As man, Keria's Bard, fantastic. But this start to the game was actually HLE utilizing the tempo vibes they'd built earlier in the last game. But then it all just goes wrong. Not quite here. This was still fine.
The early fight's actually going pretty decent here for Hanwha Life, but it's this fight I think that we're going to be looking towards. Because this is where the game snowballed away. And we even mentioned this, right? Coming out in the early game, coming out of Champ Select, is that this mid-game for T1 with Nocturne, Renekton, and Lucian, if they do get a lead, you don't get to play the game anymore. And then that fight already made things tough. This fight ended the game, right? This was just where it was over. As Doran, I think, on his Renekton, just doing a wonderful job with the amount of pressure that he was able to generate in the fights.
God, Keria, that was a bit of a binding.
Yep. Yeah. And despite the best efforts from Hanwha Life and some great teamfight engages, just wasn't quite enough. Zeka there, unfortunately, showing up a little bit too late. And then I hope we don't see the final replay where he goes in and just gets...
yeah, I'd prefer not to.
Just gets popped.
I also imagine that the space will have some choice words for the draft out of HLE. But sometimes these are just how it lands. I feel like this is like the perfect example of a composition that I've always kind of hated, with the Jhin being the reliable damage source.
I think this composition actually was playable. I think they showed us early as well. They just took 2 really bad mid-game fights, and against T1, you can't afford to do that, right? Nope. This is where they excel. It's specifically starting from like minute 15 to 25. They just pummel you down. You just don't get to play the game. They will kill you over and over and over. And the funniest part about this whole ordeal is that Faker somehow did the most damage in the game.
Yeah, kind of nuts. As Keria will be able to pick this one up, moving up to 800 points.
Look at these.
Yeah, 0-1-20 ain't too bad on his Poppy as well. But his Brad, man, always just so good to see. What is like a 20 KDA in game 1,
I mean,
and a 10 KDA in game 2, and an 18 in game 3. Like, oh my god.
I mean, out of those 3, as crazy as the Bard was, I know they lost that game, but Keria's recon performance was also disgusting. What a series, Atlas.
This was worthy of the Rise. 100%. And do you know what the best part is? It's only the first series of the day.
Coming.
Oh
on the way.
We are so blessed in the final week of the LCK for 2025 before we get into play-ins and then playoffs. Man, we're going to be doing so much. There is still so much more, but it's 100%. The Rise group always delivers.
They wouldn't let us down.
They would never. They would never. And DNF, they're on the rise. They're going to figure it out. And now it is time to have a chat with Keria before we get into that.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POM Universe Translation, joined by Keria on the side of T1. Congratulations! Losing today meant losing second place. You really needed that victory. And you took a 2-1 win. How do you feel? You know, Hana Life Esports, they have been performing very well. And we were definitely preparing very hard for today, and I'm glad that we were able to win. In games 1 and 3, you displayed near perfect performance. After the KT match, what did you work on? I feel like in the KT match, there are a lot of aspects, even in the laning phase, we didn't get to play our game normal. And I think it looks like Ati is really just taking the spotlight. How do you feel? Ati was cheering for you today. He's just really cute. And after Bard kept getting banned in phase 2 of games 1 and 2, in game 3 you took Bard as the B2 pick. So were you confident that you would win with Bard? I feel like, yeah, I just have a different mindset when I play Bard as compared to other champions too. You know, I feel like our opponents always try to ban Bard, so whenever we get the opportunity to play him, we do take him. So how did you feel after securing Bard? You know, after getting Bard, I did feel a lot better, and I felt like I could win no matter what. And T1 actually has a very short average game time. But game 2 went over 45 minutes, and you played a pretty close series. So how are you able to maintain your focus today? As for today, I think we had an advantage whenever it came to the team fight, and I feel like it really came down to us maintaining our focus whenever we were able to win. And you know, game 2 was an unfortunate loss because we weren't able to focus very well. And in game 3, Doran reached 600 LCK games. Anything you want to say? Honestly, congratulations on your 600th win. I hope that we get to play for a very long time. And the long-awaited T1 World Skin was revealed just yesterday. How do you like your Pyke skin, Keria? Personally, I like it a lot. And other than me, I feel like other players' skins also came out, and they were really cool. So I think everyone's really happy. And now, take your time to sell out. I don't know if you guys like Pyke personally, but I feel like he looks really cool. So I would be really grateful if you guys all use it. You know, it would make me so happy if a lot of my fans use it. And T1's last regular season match will be against Gen G. In the rounds 3 and 4 matchup, you guys are neck and neck, so what mindset do you have? You know, being able to compete against Gen G right before the playoffs, it's quite meaningful because they're really good, and I hope that we're able to pull up our performance and secure a victory. And that's the end of the interview with Keria, and back to the space. Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear Ayaya. Great for Keria to show his focus with Ati just waving around behind him throughout. It was T1 get the victory here, 2-1 in the dominant closing of game number 3. And Keria, you could have gone multiple ways. The cast brought it up. Doran, I think, was a good vote as well. But definitely Keria on the Bard, just deadly as always. And yeah, votes all around.
Well, I thought Kara is gonna get most of the votes, but this is quite surprising that we appreciate the Doran a lot. And also, I like the vote for Owner as well.
Yeah, I thought Owner had a really good series. His Skarner was fantastic, obviously having the great Wukong game in Game 1. And in Game 3, his Nocturne was great in the early game, but it became about Keria. Right place, right time. This is what being the best jungler in the LCK means right now. I think Owner is the best jungler. That's my take right now. He's probably, leaning towards my first for All-Pro. He's had the best year. And the guy is just always rock solid at the early game, and he takes those leads and turns them into late game team fights as well.
I mean, and for me, I really like the idea that Doran have right now about the team fight. Whenever we need some flank or some engage from the top laner, he always brings that insane engage as well. And especially the game 1, I think his Rumble kind of saved the game for T1 today, and it was pretty impressive from his performance.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what else that we had here from Chronicler. Let's see. Keria doesn't give you a choice when it comes to palm votes with this level of performance.
Well, I gotta agree that I almost fell to Keria as well because of his Bard. Whenever he picks Bard, he always brings insane counter engage with his ultimate. It's not about him making the play against the team. It's always disengage.
It's crazy how many games of Bard he's been given.
That is
how
true.
do teams keep letting him play that and then pick a Kali? I don't know, but it might cost them their second place in this case.
I think the last time he played it, it wasn't this 10 out of 10 performance, but out of any champ that Keria has the most 10 out of 10 performances, it is on this Bard. And now confirmed, no more testing needed. I can go on and on about how good Doran was, but due to limited space, I'll have to cut it.
Oh, Pony ganked by character limit. Oh, you hate to see it.
Ah, Pony.
But at least he was able to say, character limit got me, but there's a lot more to say here,
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, Pony. Pony dropping the good ones lately. All right, let's see what else that we had here. Difficult game? No worries. Owners got it all covered. Yes, definitely there by Prince. What else do we have here? Should have one more. IRL rushing as fast as Keria at the speed of surfing through the Bard gate there.
Is that a Sonic the Hedgehog reference? Running around at the speed of sound?
I don't know. I gotta check what he said in Korean. Cloud Temple always brings some crazy moments as well. Oh, T1 skin, you mean? Oh yeah. So as fast as Keria rushing to the gate, I gotta go buy the Bard skin.
There.
It's a Sonic the Hedgehog reference.
All right.
All right, and here's our last one from Gogo. The owner of the Bard skin, gotta buy Bard before Pike for sure.
Right now, I would say definitely go for it, man. Put that T1 logo on your Tempered Fates, and try not to Tempered Fate your whole team. Try to play it like Keria. Wait till the last possible second, time it perfectly, and turn every single team fight. It's pretty easy.
That's why Keria's Bard is special. Whenever I try to save my teammate, it actually kills my teammate. With my ulti.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Keria with another palm performance. Let's take a look at the standings after this one, and it is the swap. It's finally happened. T1 officially takes second place. Hanwha Life in third. It's not permanent though. Pending the results from the matches for T1 and Hanwha Life later. Here, we saw the big board of options. Hanwha Life still have 2 outs here, whereas T1 have 4.
Yeah, that T1 versus Genji series will matter a ton, as you guys can see here. It will be the determining factor. So big to see what that's going to look like. I mean, that's our Saturday show. That's a really important matchup. But T1 already got one of the tough parts done here in taking Hanwha Life out.
And uniquely here for Hanwha Life Esports, they are playing Nongshim, who only have 2 game wins whole second half of the season. And so a 2-0 makes it real simple. T1 need to win or they don't get the second place. A 2-1, then you get into all the different options there. Man, what a way to kick off the final week of the LCK, but we're not done. It is one of the great matches here. It is DN Automotive Freaks up against B&K Firax. We'll see you after the break.
차이가 끊이지 않고 맺혀지고 있습니다.
Take down Genji for the first time this season.
MSI EP 챔피언을 무너뜨린 건 월드 디펜딩 챔피언입니다.
그때마다 명승부가 나오는데 어떤 또 타이트한 게임이 나올지 벌써부터 굉장히 기대가 많이 되네요.
What doesn't kill me makes me stronger.
라이즈 그룹의 왕이긴 하지만 좀 왕권이 많이 불안한 디플러스 기아 그리고 DRX 풀꽉의 악마.
근데 이 풀박도 승리가 필요하거든요. 과연 양팀의 승리 어떻게 될지 첫 번째 세트 지금부터 만나보시죠.
배려하실 분 망했다. 한 명도 없네. 네가 해야지. 서포터가 해. 미안해. 형 할 수 있어.
무슨 서포 캐리 메타야.
그러니까.
가보자 할 때. 가보자 해. 근데 이렇게 덥냐 근데?
조금 덥긴 하다.
너 올려줘야 되는 거 아니야?
낮춰야지.
덥다다. 아 덥다고. 진정이
핫팩을 쓰고 있어서 더운 거 아니야?
아프네. 오늘
긴장은 좋은 거야.
고. 렛츠 고.
고고야. 야 트런들 볼 수 있어? 트런 누구인데?
니코
니코 밀어냈어? 니코 완전 밀어냈어?
트런들 높여.
니코 완전 밀어냈어?
빨리
돌아볼게.
넣고.
표에 써야겠다.
우라 피해. 우리 하나 프리고.
야 얘들 얘들아. 그렇게 여기 주고. 이거 우리 하나 텔 탔어 방금.
나이스. 게이드 봤다.
우리 11을 3킬이고 잘 컸다.
11을 잘 받았어.
얘네 바로 치는 거 아니야? 바로 치는 거 같다. 바로 치는다. 나 우리 하나 되는데.
아, 해줘,
우리
해줘,
하나
해줘,
마크 쪽이다. 마크 쪽. 니코야. 야 오라라 없어 거기 얘들아. 오라라 돌아간다.
얘들아 여기 11을 노플이야.
야 신다. 싸보자.
야 오라.
싸봐. 거인 맞으면서.
트런들 올게. 트런들.
공 돌려.
보자. 나이스. 11. 길었다. 영어가. 그런데 크랙인데 이거.
아, 너 생각 못했네.
괜찮아. 네 3명 먹었다.
우리 대로만 다시 싸우면 될 것 같아. 방금 사고였어.
나 궁 돌 때 그냥 우리를 한번 보자. 나 궁 타면서. 어때?
우리 노플이니까 그렇게 하면 좋을 듯.
라이즈 공 타고 나 노리는 거. 나 무덤에서 봐줄게.
나 노릴 것 같아.
내가 공으로 커버해줄게 우선.
나 물릴게 그럼.
야 봐볼래? 가볼게.
봐줘.
야나텔 탔어.
11월. 봐줘. 그래, 물릴 것 같더라.
갈게 이거 봐.
그래, 갈게 이거밖에 없었지. 나이스. 잘 봤다.
리코가 있네.
괜찮아?
용 잘해보자.
형도 잘해야 돼.
여기서 걸리면 싸우자. 그냥.
나 패는 되고. 갈만하다. 야 옆에 있는 거 좀 봐줄래? 나 실드 돼요.
나 여기 문다.
테라만 살게.
나다 뺄게.
우리 11시가 간다.
우리 나갔어.
천천히.
나 탑에 차릴게.
실드 있죠?
이전까지 못한 거 상관없고 기회 왔거든. 이번에 잘해보자.
질각 난 살짝 길러도 되고 형.
야, 우리 지를게 이거. 질러봐.
치른다.
나 풀 있어. 야, 우리 노플.
천천히.
야, 니코 이제. 빠졌고.
나 치긴 해야 돼.
나 지텔 얘들아. 천천히. 지를 데가 없어. 야, 이거 텔로 나봐 이거 얘들아.
야, 빨리
팀거 조심해.
나 빨리 먹게. 야, 지금. 먹었다. 먹겠고.
야, 싸움 볼래. 나 가는 중.
그냥 궁금한.
나 죽었다. 나 콜 잡았어.
오케이. 해줄게.
할게 이거. 니코 노플. 나 궁 2초.
나
날려봐.
실드
치즈 바꿔 날려봐.
끝날까? 야, 해볼래 근데?
오케이. 해봐야 될 것 같아. 우리 풀 없는 거지?
우리한테 프리스탑 해볼게.
이거 형 나한테 그 만실 들 생각해봐.
얘들아 만치를 그냥 다 같이 지르자. 되든 안 되든.
오케이.
야 궁을 아까 못하게 해봐.
해볼래.
가자.
야, 우리 봐줘. 우리 피. 나 잡았다.
시야 그냥 공설 해볼래?
해볼게.
공설 해보자.
이거 대포.
와, 나이스.
노플이야. 천천히 가.
실드 한번 넣어줄래?
있죠.
오로라.
야, 펜타.
야, 펜터.
기동 세워줄게.
뭐예요? 재미는 여기서 라이즈 그룹에서.
스튜디오입니다. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 엄티 엄서열입니다.
프로님과 함께합니다.
네,
어서
안녕하세요.
오세요.
반갑습니다.
이쁘게 커요. 아니 근데 분대 촬영하는 건 처음 보는 것 같은데? 분대 촬영? 네. 헬리우스님 보러 왔네. 드디어 이제
아니 맨날 나 있을 때 안 찍다가
엄팀이 오니까 이제 그제서야 찍으러 오고 나는 맨날 그냥 찬밥이고.
오늘 엄지님이 오신 너무 기쁜 날인데 왜 그러세요?
너무 역하다.
감사합니다.
와 너무 역겹다.
이게 너무 다 비난 아니에요?
나도.
너무하다. 나 분대 찍는 거 처음 봤어. 저번에 찍은 적 있어요? 없죠?
아니
와.
군대 찍는 게 아니에요. 헬리우스님 엄팀님 찍는 거예요. 많이 좀 찍어주세요. 헬리우스님. 서운하셨대요.
이제 필요 없어요. 늦었어.
삐졌어.
왜 또 오셨어요?
오늘도 새로운 게스트분이니까 그래서.
근데 왜 이렇게 늦게 오셨어요? 이게 다 끝날 때 오셨어요?
저희 선수 다 찍고 이제 나머지 찍어놓은 거예요.
젠장. 또 짬통 처리야.
아, 진짜 우리 짬 처리반이라고.
또야 또.
우리 짬 타이거즈야.
차라리 이게 두개. 아니 근데 이거 웃긴 게 게스트들 온다고 내일도 올 거죠?
네, 게스트
없어요? 아 그래요?
네, 헬리우스가 게스트예요.
내일 안 오실 거죠? 와 고개 끄덕이는 거 봐. 아니.
BM브릭스인데 3세트엔 또 어떤 모습을 보여줄지 기대가 됩니다.
도전을 할 때 가장 중요한 거네. 고생하셨습니다. 고생하셨습니다.
프로님 오랜만에 분대하시는 것 같아요.
다 아는 얼굴들이라서
재밌습니다.
헬리오스님이랑 같이 해서 좀 훨씬 편하고 왜냐면 저번에 같이 합을 맞추기도 했었고 좋죠? 기쁘고 뭐 그런 반응이 있는 건 좋은데 결국에 그 소리는 누군가 일자리를 제가 뺏는다는 소리 아닌가요? 잘 도와주시고 있는 헬리오스님부터 뒤통수를 때려야 된다고 그러게 농담입니다.
엄태님은 아직 올 때가 아니라니까. 아직 선수 생활을 더 해야 되는데 벌써 넘보지 마세요. 지금 아직 프로도 지금 기다리고 있는데 어디를 오려고? 에? 안 됩니다. 아시겠어요?
제가 확인해 드리겠습니다.
아, 뽕 같아. 어떡하지? 나 지금 미친 것 같아.
오늘 경기 너무 재밌었어요.
네.
진짜.
제 꿀잼이었어요.
명경기.
e스포츠 종주국 한국의 또 커다란 기념일에서 제가 응원하는 팀이 승리해가지고 기분이 아주 좋아요.
의미 있는 날에 또 의미 있는 경기를 또 함께 할 수 있어서 더 좋았지 않나 싶습니다.
광복절 기념으로 역사 인식을 다 같이 되새기고 스페인에서만큼 다 같이 연대하는 분위기를 만들고 싶어서 입고 왔습니다. 항상 선수분들 응원하고 앞으로도 좋은 모습 기대하겠습니다. LCK 만세!
저는 새로운 세상에 온 듯합니다. 이곳은 어디인가? 나는 여기 왜 있는가? 잘 모르겠지만 청춘들이 이렇게 좋아하는 곳에 왔다는 걸 생각하니까 와 가슴이 뜁니다. 제가 옛날에 혹시 여기 있는 친구들 잡으러 다녔거든요. 이런 재미가 있는 곳이구나라는 것을 배워갈 수 있는 그런 시간이 되겠습니다. LCK 파이팅!
Ignite. We are born to be angry. Now we rise. Yeah. Sterling, 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 and dance. Run it, happy toki. Pink, pink flash. Pink, pink flash. Sterling, 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 and dance. Pink, pink flash. Pink, pink flash. Wake up, sterling on task. Respond. Started with a whisper. I know I'll find it hard to lose. Counting down hours, but I'll take way less time than that. I've been in the fire a million times, caught in between the truth and the lies. Can't hold me down for a minute longer. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger.
back, ladies and gentlemen, to LCK 2025. I'm Atlas, joined by Chronicler, and we are here. We are ready. We are so prepared for this glorious Rise Group game that we have prepared for you today. Oh man, we had a banger in the Legend Group. That only sets up for the Giga Banger that does exist when the Rise Group takes the stage. Today, it doesn't matter what teams it is, to be perfectly honest. It's just the Rise Group. But it's going to be DNF and BNK battling it out in the highest tier of competition the Rise Group can ever offer.
I have actually prepped a good amount of work, some thesis I want to run by you, Atlas.
Oh, I'm very excited about that.
De facto expert when it comes to research on the LCK desk.
I'm actually married, not de facto, as it turns out.
I mean, de facto just means, like...
No, isn't that when you're not married, it's like de facto?
No, it just means in any situation, just...
Oh.
It just means...
Oh, that's a multifaceted word.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's like adverbitum, you know, it just means the one thing.
Off to a great start. Yeah, Rise Group! Let's get into it. Rise Group, these are the standings. Playoffs have already been, play-ins, already locked in here for BNK FearX. DNF, not the most losingest team so far in rounds 3 to 5. However, still well and truly in last place by over 20 points, or exactly 20 points. So they are not going to be making it. This is not for all the marbles for DNF. This is for pride. Pride means everything. And as you can see, oftentimes these two squads go the distance. DNF haven't been able to actually take a series so far this year. Last time was in 2024, but they've taken a lot of games.
I'm also pretty sure that for BNK, there's still the opportunity to get overtaken by Bro. They can't get overtaken by DRX anymore, but if they would go 0-4, and because they're currently at -8, they're 2 series ahead, but if BNK goes 0-4, they would be sitting at -12, and then if Bro ends up winning both their series, which I did predict DK against Bro, perhaps against better knowing, because let's be real, Bro.
So you're the king of curses and you still curse them?
Well, yeah, last week I didn't predict them and then they won, so...
Exactly!
I want to get back on... I trust them.
You didn't explain that to me when I did my predictions, because now we know that DK are going to lose.
I'm very sorry, but I'm setting up for a feel-good series here today with DNF playing without the shackles of expectation.
And with the Quantum Realm back online as well, as it was Life that was starting throughout the entirety of this series last time around. And Quantum is now back after a couple of weeks. And we'll see whether we do get the Super Sub Life coming back in once again or not. But definitely very interested to see how this one's going to go. BNK certainly looking like frontrunners at the moment as far as the Rise Group is concerned, but can they string a few extra wins together to make themselves feel the best as possible heading towards the play-ins, where anything could happen, as those are 2 of the DNF Tekken 8 players, Ulsan and CBM, which stands for Cherry Berry Mango, which is such an incredible name.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah, that's his name. The guy on the left, that's CBM or Cherry Berry Mango, came 3rd at EWC, and Ulsan, which is the name of a city here in Korea, which is an imaginative name, but he came 1st at EWC. Very impressive. Didn't make it out of pools at EVO, but certainly some pretty good players of the good old Tekken 8. And if you are a fighting games fan, Tekken 8 is the game in Korea. We've had there's been a couple of players in Street Fighter and stuff like that over the time, but Tekken 8 is the big one. But this is League of Legends, and the key play matchup going to be Berserker versus Diablo. And I'm excited for this. Still can't get over, really, the Cherry Berry Mango thing. Do you know what my wife's nickname is at Starbucks? Cherry Berry.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and his name's Cherry Berry Mango. My wife loves mangoes. Maybe she wanted to have that name, and he took it away. But still.
Well, it feels like something you should take up with him. I would highly recommend that you go and...
We should actually have a chat.
Have a conversation.
Yeah. I'll
don't
try
involve me, though. I don't want to get involved.
No, we need a wingman. Otherwise, I won't have any confidence.
I don't want to get involved in...
He's a fighting game
Atlas,
player.
I'm about to retire. I don't want to get involved in international incidents just before I leave.
It's just a discussion.
Yeah,
about whether he can
I've had enough discussions with you. Okay? I don't want to be... I'm just saying, you can go and do that. That's fine.
I'm starting to realize why the retirement is coming in. Maybe he's reached his final straw.
don't you put that on yourself. I will not allow you. There's nothing to do with that.
I love taking responsibility.
Not allowed.
Oh.
Not doing it. You know what I want to see today? I want to see Pyoshik dance. It's been too long.
Well, he was doing the rubbing his eyes, looking a little bit tired. So hopefully the games are going to be high octane enough to give him enough energy to do the classic
I
Pyoshik
think we
pop-off.
both know they won't. As Bulldog actually having... is this return to form too early to say? I feel like he's gotten better.
Yes.
Over the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
Now, he wasn't exactly in the best of spots.
Return to form is an aggressive way of describing it.
Yeah, that's why I was saying.
He's on his way home.
He's on his way to returning to form.
But you remember the stat, right? Most accidents do happen closer to home.
I do not remember
Because that's where we get a little bit lax behind the wheel, okay?
Did
because
not know
we
that.
feel like we are already there. But you got to make sure that you stay aware the whole way.
Very important PSA. Also, Actless, I've prepared a statement for you that I will drop on you as soon as we get in game.
I mean, you're going to drop a statement on me?
Yeah.
Is it a heavy statement?
No, not at all. It's just, I read it today, and it's just been infuriating to me ever since, and I need to share it with you.
Oh, I'm very much looking forward to doing it. You can share it with everyone in Twitch chat as well, and YouTube chat, and all the chats.
Oh, they will love it.
Might be on.
If they're here right now, they know what they're gonna get. It's
really?
Rise Group, baby.
Oh, that's true. I thought they already knew what the statement was. And I was like, wow, am I the only one that doesn't know the statement?
No, but that would be funny.
That would be.
I just block you for a day.
Yeah. I'm just like not allowed to know.
Yeah.
That's right. We are getting so close to being into Champion Select.
we're in.
Game number 1. Yep. It's happening. There it is. You can see it on the screens. Clear getting ready to ban some champs away. And we are ready to see what surprises lie in store here in this Rise group. It's DN Freaks on the blue side, which does match their jerseys, giving them an inherent advantage. You might have thought first pick is what does it. No, it's about matching the color of your jersey. Unfortunately, it's yellow on the side of BNK, so not exactly red.
Which is why everyone at Worlds alternates black and white jerseys.
Yeah, got to do that. You got to make sure that you stay as close as possible.
You got to believe, they believe in curses, which, you know, I think it'd be a cool statement if one day they're just like, nope, we're not doing it, which they won't.
No, that'd be weird.
That would be weird, but it would be cool. So, Pantheon, Yunara. Pantheon, Talia, Yunara makes sense. Varus has been allowed, you know, he's okay now. I feel like we've collectively also kind of learned that there are a lot of champions that just kind of boom Varus. Sivir has also been seen as an acceptable answer. And the beauty of Rise Group, I don't know what to expect today. There were periods where I was like, BNK is actually the best team in Rise Group. That was a thought that we had and collectively agreed
They were sometimes doing the most winning.
They were sometimes the best team.
Orianna.
So Yunara is open. So that will be picked by Berserker.
And Berserker, I believe, has played it. Oh, never mind.
We are not picking Yunara. We are picking...
Oh, the anti-Yunara jungler!
So we have actually seen Yunara. I think it was the Hanwha series where they gave to Viper and then they just bullied him in lane.
Yeah, they did the Corky Nico.
That would be a Diablo and Kellen angle.
Oh, God, they could actually just lock it in now if they wanted to.
Or Corky Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could.
Honestly, wouldn't be that terrible.
No, I think Corky's good.
Oh, God.
My God. Kalista Renata?
Well, they're looking at the Yunara instead, which would make more sense based on the tier list, but when you're looking down the barrel of a monkey...
I think just Wukong is still okay. Just Wukong alone, I think, doesn't really... But the problem is that Wukong is going to be followed by probably, what, like Gwen...
Aurora...
Gwen and... Oh, God, you need to take Annie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're Rise Group.
Yeah.
We do not let anyone have Wukong Annie.
So that is not going to be let through. I think Aurora is still going to be a good choice. Aurora Nico would actually be a pretty good lock-in here for the DN Freaks, because Nico has just been such incredibly high value. See whether Quantum has been putting in the extra hours on the champion in his time off over the last couple of weeks. You can see looking ready to play, as they will be able to lock that one up. Now, what is it? What is going to be this final lock-in? Victor makes me feel nothing positive at all. And I hope that that is just
Does it make you feel
bait
negative
and switch.
things?
Yes. We're not the bird.
Slam an Nivea.
There it is. Okay.
You
Stuck to the script.
You would have loved the Nivea though, right?
Yeah. Bird is the word.
Could still be a Nivea. Just saying, could be top lane.
True.
Aurora here for Dudu.
The dream is still alive. This is Rise Group.
So what do we pick here? Into the Wukong, just Zinzao.
Okay.
It's fine. You know, it's not bad. It's not great. It's just fine. I think it's a losing matchup when it comes to the mid to late stage of the game. But early on, Zinzao I think is one of the few ability to shrug off a lot of AD junglers, is at least good at setting up with Annie. So you have really strong skirmishes, plus you rush under Sky, and as we all know, that's broken.
That's a good item. Definitely be a good item. The problem with Wukong, doesn't build it early enough.
So we ban I was going to say Corky Varus, but I guess...
You ban Kai'Sa Varus. Keep
Varus?
it purple.
I like that. Also, Yunara is the only champion allowed to be purple. Although I guess Nico is like close enough.
Yeah, she does have purple hair.
Tough.
Lulu also is the perfect counter to
yes, because that tastes
champions.
purple.
Yeah, exactly. She knows, and we know mukbang meta here at LoL Park.
It is.
Yep.
Gwen instead.
Yeah, Gwen gonna be the ban.
So
Bulldog was the one to debut Aurora when she first came out.
Yeah, so they really do think Aurora's going mid.
And I think has a decent matchup into the Annie, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Aurora
has a kind of outrange
into anything.
True. Well, Brell going to be taken away. And now what is the lock-in here? Do we just take a spot? Do we take a top lane? Who wants to blind pick? Is it going to be Clear, or is it going to be Kellen? That's the question.
Could be Clear Scion here.
That's true. Doesn't exactly make you go and like be... Oh, wow. It did
does
taste
taste
purple. We knew. It's the hard counter to Nico. But they are going to play the Corky Nico bottom lane. And so they're following the script. This does allow... Like, Kellen is actually a pretty good enchanter player just in general. As the Ambassador is going to be blinded into Clear.
It's
the Judo Ambassador is...
it's Renekton.
Yeah,
it's Clear Renekton. Yeah.
Is it clearly Renekton?
Yes. I don't even think that you should go Renekton here, because I feel like Renekton... Look at the champions on the left.
Where is my on?
I think you actually slam engage. I think you do, but that's not what's going to happen. They're going to pick
Renekton. The R5 Renekton is too powerful. The sandbox still lives on, all right, in BNK Furex.
It doesn't matter. Be it Summit, be it Dove.
It doesn't matter.
Be it Clear. It doesn't matter.
Nope. Just give me Croc.
There's no difference.
Give
R5
Croc.
Renekton.
And that is in the spirit of the Rise Group.
It's a straightforward comp, you know? It's like early game we're strong top side, and then Diablo take the wheel.
Yeah. Honestly, that's what they play no matter what the champions are. So,
yeah.
I think it fits the script. On the other side, the DN Freaks have basically the top of the tier list in every role. Not the very top, but very close.
I think top lane will struggle. I do actually think it's a hard matchup. I think bot lane will be having a great time between the two of them. And then mid, remains to be seen. I feel like Aurora is one of those champions where the line between being really good and just kind of going in and dying and not doing anything is pretty thin.
I, for one, am very interested to see how this goes. Because the best thing about drafts in the Rise Group is that they just don't mean very much. The tempo vibes are what reigns supreme here. This is the realm of just getting a feeling for how these teams are going to go. And I'm looking forward to the statement as well. Let's get into it.
So Atlas, I know that there's no bro, so bro and brew conversations are, at this point I think they're part of the DNA of Rise Group.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't really matter. We don't need bro for the spirit of bro to be there.
Maybe we can geek and freak, because the DN Freaks are here.
I do like the show, Freaks and Geeks, which I should, that's a reference to.
We can geek and freak instead. And we can talk about geeky things.
I don't.
Is your statement remotely geeky?
No, I don't think we should.
Okay.
Atlas, what I want to start with.
Okay, please go.
Is so I read this statement today. It's not my statement. I read this.
Statement makes it sound so serious.
No, it's not. On a coffee subreddit, and I just want to see your face as I tell this to you. Okay, here we go. A soy vanilla latte is a free bean soup.
Oh my god. Oh, I hate it and respect it and love it at the same time.
No, I knew you'd think about it.
Wow!
Think about it.
Holy moly, we've been saying the wrong thing the whole time.
It's soup.
It is actually just soup.
It's gone full circle. We're back to soup and beans.
Oh my! I was thinking that it was going to be a tilter, but now I feel like my whole world has opened up.
You're enlightened.
Oh, that is so on theme for the Rise group. I'm so happy that you saved it for after our Legend group.
No, yeah, because I knew we had to get this best of 3 off to a great start.
Oh my!
And this was the only way.
3-bean soup. It actually is.
Yep.
Wow.
Isn't it horrible?
It is awful. It's interesting as well because I'm pretty sure only one of the beans is actually in it. The other ones are just soaked and stuff, right?
Well, so there's the soybean.
Yeah, so the soybean's in it.
Yes.
But the vanilla bean oftentimes gets removed.
In many cases, the vanilla bean it'll just be vanilla syrup, right? Which it might not even have actual vanilla in it, but it's called a vanilla bean.
Yeah. And also, when you make a stock, and the things that you put into the stock are still included in the flavor.
They're still included in the soup.
Yeah, it's still what you call the soup.
And then, obviously, coffee beans are ground up. You press water through them, and then that's...
There's got to be, there's still, the beans still exist there.
Yes, yeah. Well, you're pressing the flavor.
Exactly.
And the oils and the... Yep.
Just maybe not all of it.
Well, not the... no solids, but even if you can have a soy vanilla latte with a French press brew, and then there's actual ground up bits and coffee in there.
I might actually order one. As Diablo going to get slowed down a little bit, but this is the Slurkle, which is a bit of a problem.
Oh no, not.
What do you mean? That's canon.
No, it's not though. I don't like that one.
What do you mean? What's wrong with the Slurkle?
We've had this conversation. I don't want to be having this conversation again.
No, but I just don't understand. I liked your story about
but that one was just funny. Slurkle makes me feel horrible emotions.
What if I felt horrible emotions? You got lucky.
Yeah, no, actually, I never get to tilt you.
With the statement, but Raptor making his way in. Kershik going to find him, though, and Raptor's going to respect it, just flashes away.
See, Raptor doesn't like Slurkles either.
But the Slurkles are on his team.
I know, there's more of those. That's a pretty common thing.
What about Twitch chat? Do you guys like Slurkle? Yeah, there's Slurkle pogs in there. There's a few Slurkle in there as well, but I saw a Slurkle pog. Speaking of which, unfortunately, it's not going to get Diablo out of this one. He has to barrier Berserker. Still going forward, flashes, and picks up the first blood against the Yunara, and takes both summoner spells with him. Now, Dudu fighting against Clear, but he is a ruthless predator after all, and he will be able to stop her in her tracks.
And this is where we've seen the Yunara struggle. It's when you get to punish her in lane, and Berserker and Quantum, Diablo and Kellen are kind of the 2v2 kill kings of the Rise group. So them getting straight up beaten in the 2v2 is a really big deal.
Oh, yeah, but Mr. Cannon, so that's tempo vibes gone here for B&K.
Well, for Clear, I don't know about B&K. Although the bot lane
I mean, there aren't very many. It's just now they're balanced. Because, look at that snare.
Just gets clipped by the edge. In hindsight, probably wished he flashed that, because then this could have actually been a pretty close setup. Tries to get into the brush.
Yep. And actually, if he had stayed in the brush, because he did get in there and then walked out to try and hit Quantum, it might have been a different story, as Bulldog not actually able to get over the wall, but didn't really want to. He wants to stay and fight here, and another double snare. Where has Quantum been? He went to the Quantum realm. He was training for millions of years, because time works differently there.
Quantumania, but it's good?
Exactly. Well, I like Paul Rudd.
I like Paul Rudd. I did not care for Quantumania.
Did you say I don't know whether this is recent or not, but I saw it on Instagram or somewhere. But he did an interview where he just had his whole face was covered in burns.
Oh, no idea.
And they barely I've only seen clips of it, and it's not even really addressed.
No idea.
It's very Paul Rudd. Him on Between Two Thrones is one of my favorite episodes.
He is very funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But that movie wasn't great.
No, it was not. It was definitely.
Vikla might be in trouble.
That's a bear. And Bulldog going to go between the worlds. Nice flash out there from Vikla, who's going to respect the monkey coming on in. Bears, monkeys. Oh my. Crocodiles.
Yeah.
goodness me.
Anything else? Bunny.
Bunny? Yeah, I guess we can include that. And whatever Lulu is.
Yordle. But that doesn't
yeah.
really...
It's like a witchy yordle.
She is. Yeah.
Anyway, Diablo trying to get back into this game. Still ahead in farm by just a little bit. And in fact, the gold is completely fine between the two. Plate is going to be helping out there. Just trying to do the quick math to kind of figure out how it wasn't just Berserker running away with the game.
Oh, it's we have no possible way of defining who's going to win this game, Atlas.
Oh, yeah.
We need to accept that. Because I'm leaning DNF, because I think that the recent form has actually been pretty solid, right? They've clearly shaken off the curse that was placed upon them.
Yep. And they don't have the burden of expectation.
Very true. Which wasn't an actual curse, but was just, you know, human emotion.
Oh, good save there, Chronicler.
Leeching into decision-making, which in turn might be represented as a curse, isn't actually a curse, is just human behavior.
You can call it whatever you want, mate. Whatever makes you feel better.
Well, actually, Atlas and I watched a great documentary yesterday.
Yeah? Called Bring Her Back?
Yes. About curses. It was, and the conclusion was that
they're not great.
They're not great.
It was and a bit scary, as it turns out.
It was a great movie, though.
It was
if you like horror, I would highly recommend it.
It was so Australian, and I didn't know that it was Australian until I got to Kilios' house.
It was good.
And I was like, wow, we're watching an Australian movie?
And then you went off on the whole like, oh my god,
yeah,
this woman's Australian acting is amazing. She was British.
Yeah, but her Australian accent was
actually good. Yeah.
It was very, very impressive. But she's also, as we know, a pretty good actor. Anyway, B&K, they're going to do some grubs. They did manage to get the shove towards that top side. And the fact that Diablo and Kellen are shoving them out of lane is kind of nutty.
Yeah, I think post-6, the matchup really changes because Diablo becomes an actual menace. And then Kellen doesn't have Wild Growth just yet, but that does kind of put a damper on anything you might want to do. They are not contesting this, guys. No. This is a fake out. They're just faking it because Pioshik is on the bottom side of the map.
Yes.
And is probably going to be looking to trade Dragon. The age-old trade of you get grubs, we get Drake. As that, yep, that's Diablo.
Quantum does find the angle on the snare, but still, Diablo, oh, not quite able to get the extendo changed up Slurkle. As the, yeah, it's not that. Probably use the, when it's that one, it's much cooler. And does a lot of damage. As you can see, Berserker gonna have to go for a reset here. As Diablo still, like, nothing can change how this kid plays the game.
Nope, even that big one. Okay, never mind. Oh,
Quantum. Need to be a little bit careful there.
No, that's what I love about Diablo. Get solo, but doesn't matter.
Nope.
He's not changing how he plays. He's just gonna keep on going.
It's beautiful.
So Atlas, do you use the Slurkle terminology with everyone else or just with me because you know it agonizes me?
No, anytime Yunara is played, I will say Slurkle. I just really like it.
Well, I'm glad you're consistent at least.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
There's a lot of people in Twitch chat that don't like it though.
No, that's
because I did do a little bit of checking.
No, I am.
There was one person that says that they loved it in all caps though. And
so you're doing
that I really appreciate.
You're doing it for the fans.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. It's never for myself. I am pure.
There's no.
It feels so good to say. It just feels good to say.
I don't think that's true.
Just try it again with an open mind. Open your mind and say Slurkle.
I don't want.
Just do it, please. Just one time.
All right. Slurkle.
G-Sun even did it.
It's not good.
Did you have a good time as well, G-Sun, when you said it?
It's not.
Oh, she loved it!
G-Sun loved it. Okay. I see how it is.
Raptor's also kind of enjoying this as well, as a bit of a snare does come through onto Vikla, but he's making his bear do the talking, as the bear will die, unfortunately. Bulldog does get 50 gold.
I stand by my opinion. As Dudu might not want to stand by his tower.
Yeah.
He is still standing by his tower.
Well, we're going in between worlds, but then Bulldog does get stopped in his tracks, so we're just trading a little bit here. Public execution to try and get clear to relative safety. Hit by the Slurkle and taken down by the one who hates purple. That was...
She doesn't...
Honestly, even Hysterics would have shaken his head at what I just did.
But she doesn't. She just says that tastes purple.
Yeah, why would you eat? Oh, I guess you'd like it if you eat it.
Yeah.
She's not not really like a. She's not like a
I
dinosaur.
do love the rhyming though. You know, I've been thinking about this.
Yeah.
We don't. We should just do a rhyming cast where we're only allowed to rhyme. I feel like it would be.
Oh no.
No, it's one of those things where it's really funny for 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, and
then it gets really annoying.
Oh, I don't.
But
think
my
self-confidence would not be able to handle that. I don't think.
Loops back to being funny again.
Ah, okay.
And that's just basically the whole game.
Yeah, or if you don't do it at all, then you just don't get sad.
Yeah, but then
that's the other option.
Yeah, okay, but
you can think about it.
You actually inspired me with your Slurkle usage. We're doing it for the ones that enjoy it, Atlas.
Ah, that's true. But okay.
Do I need to like make this more enticing in the form of a bet, or
I'm just,
like what
we're basically having a rap battle on the caster desk?
Well, no, we'd be doing it together, and it doesn't have to be rap. It just has to rhyme.
Oh, so okay, so we're just rhyming stuff together.
Yes.
Like a happy rap battle.
Yeah. Well,
as Quantum's not so happy. He's going to find a pop blossom though, because pull Raptor up into the sky and flashes away. Berserk doing a fair bit of damage on the back end there, as DNF behind about 1,000 gold, and Diablo is looking to take the first turret off the map. The Yunara died the first blood, guys.
I just think that people will love it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I think they would actually really enjoy it. They'd be like, man, that's so cool that they're pushing the art of casting. Not in a good way, but they are. We're doing it for the artistry.
Somewhere. And not all decisions have to be positive. As Raptor does go in, and wow, the bouncy castle for the Wukong. And Diablo just takes it as his moment to go forward. They're looking for Bulldog. He's going to flash away, but the flash to follow also comes through as Raptor,
enough cooldowns.
Flashes in for mainly the vibes.
Atlas,
yes.
I realized we have forgotten the old texts. Of Xin Zhao Lulu. Remember when every other game was Xin Zhao Lulu?
It's true. It was definitely
for like
tough to deal with.
It was like months.
Yep.
That happened. This was pre-Fearless.
Yep. And Chanta Xin Zhao was a huge. That was when Olaf was also there as well.
Yeah, I think it's specifically the Xin Zhao Lulu.
Just one moment. I just need to teach Jisun how to spell Slurkle.
Yeah, this fight is very obvious. They all in on Pyoshik. CC Jin's there. He dies.
Yep. And so you spell Slurkle S-L-I-R-C-L-E.
Okay.
Slurkle. Yep. It's basically
it just
circle.
It makes me
with SL instead of C.
It just makes me feel like I'm saying a mean word towards a slug. And I like slugs. They're very ecologically important animals.
Yep. You can just check Reynolds47 in Twitch chat has it in all caps for you. Wow, and maybe like, oh, this would be so dangerous. Like imagine if, okay, never mind. Potentially something happening here, but Clear's gonna get caught out by Quantum again, who's laser focused on hitting these snares. Just tangling with the barbs. Doing a great job. What was I gonna say? I think I was gonna say something. I can't remember. It probably had something to do with the game. Let's focus on that just for a few moments, as B&K are also gonna take down this bottom lane outer turret. And I just don't know whether they're, like, I feel like this game had the tempo vibes ready for DNF to take them, and B&K were like, nah, actually, no, you don't. You're not allowed to have those. We have them. And they do. They really do. It's now a 3,000 gold lead.
Atlas, I'm gonna be very real with you. I kept waiting for you to end your point because I wanted to rhyme with whatever you were saying, and then you just kept adding sentences, and I couldn't get the rhyme.
Did you have to rhyme it with every part of the sentence?
No, I was just waiting for you to end on a definitive statement, and then it just didn't happen, and now I didn't have a rhyme.
Oh, and now we don't have the time because they're taking a Rift Herald. Right,
Clear on the flank.
Flank doesn't rhyme with Herald. Okay, yeah, Bulldog, he's going to get caught out. Pyoshik's still going in, but Clear, he's red. Blast coned away by Berserker, who's just standing over the wall. He can't contribute to this fight at all. And now Quantum's going to get jumped on by a big old crocodile. And even Clear didn't do very much, but he zoned away Berserker the entire time, and the Corki was useless and everyone died.
I don't really know what happened to DNF. They were so back just last week. They are no longer back. Not in this game one. It doesn't look like. They got first blood.
They did.
And that was the last good thing that happened.
But we can hold on to those times.
No, we can't.
They're
almost down 5k gold.
Yeah, we can. I mean, the result of this game is not going to go their way, but we can hold on to those times for remembering what they can do.
Well, let's take a look at the replay, because I do agree.
The blast cone was so cute, but actually, like,
it's also by the time that the flank from Dudu comes around, the fight is already lost, and more importantly, he just ults in, gets any stunned, and dies.
Yeah,
it's not ideal.
It was a series of things that could happen in this game, and they did not work out positively for
I feel like
DNF.
we're getting too esoteric, Atlas. I feel like we're losing it.
I don't think we ever had it to begin with.
No, that is true. But I do think this game is on the verge of...
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bit of a shame that DNF couldn't make anything of their decent start.
And furthermore, you know, while we're having this heart-to-heart...
Yeah.
I don't know, I got nothing with yeah. I had the heart-to-heart, that was good. But then the yeah came
But then
in.
there's only one word that you really want to rhyme, and then you can't really say it. Oh, such a shame. As Dudu, also, speaking of things that are a bit of a shame, does have to flash to get himself out of the way.
Really am rapidly, I mean, I already, you know, I like listening to rap, I like it as a genre. Really, the respect for freestyle rappers is just... It's skyrocketing.
It's very impressive. Do you see the, like, Eminem got challenged to rhyme something with silver and then, like, wrote, like, an entire verse, like, on Twitter or something?
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure, like...
It was pretty impressive.
You can do, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? As long as the sounds are rather similar.
Yeah,
Like, there's a lot of ones that are notoriously hard to rhyme. Like, I think Canada's one.
Canada?
Orange, yeah.
What about bandana?
That doesn't rhyme.
Does a bit. Depends on how you say it. Or if you just say bandana wrong. Banada. You just rearrange it a little bit, you know? Take some creative license.
Atlas, I'm letting you have Slurkle. You're not getting Banada, okay? There's limits! There's rules!
It's probably one of the dumbest things I've said on broadcast. I've been saying dumb things on broadcast for a really long time.
You can't be getting away with this! We have to draw the line somewhere!
No, I'm done drawing lines. I'm not about it. Berserker, he is drawing lines, though. He was drawing them with eggs. That was pretty cute. It's a 5,000 gold lead. They have the feats of strength. And B&K Furex are just winning everywhere.
I feel like, why are they not diving 2 turrets deep? Give me some adrenaline, B&K. Come on.
Well, there's a bear. Once again here in this, I'm getting distracted by people making fun of me by saying Canada, and it's completely within their rights to do so. It was a very silly thing to say, and I apologize. I want to apologize to everyone in Canada as well, mainly, especially Isaac, because he's one of the ones that I know well. Actually, there's a few. Oh no, I'm sorry, everyone.
Can't believe you're forgetting about Raz.
Yes. No, sorry, Emily.
Oh yeah, sorry, no.
Yes.
Raz is from the US. Emily's from, I always mix them up. I don't know why.
It's okay.
Yeah, interesting.
There's also that Joshua Leesman guy who's probably onto something as well.
Yeah.
I do feel terrible, but hopefully I can be forgiven at some point. And let's change the subject. Try to move forward.
Atlas, you don't have to say let's change the subject. Generally, it's actually more effective if you don't say let's change the subject, because now I get where you're coming. I'm trying to keep you on the subject.
Ah!
Which, based on the casting for this game, we clearly haven't been doing a very good job of. You think someone like tunes in to their first LCK cast and is just like, what is...
Yeah, I think depending on when you've picked your window,
because if you were there if you were there for the first series, you were locked in.
We were. It was we were right there.
No, Bulldog, don't do it. There's a crocodile.
But there's also red dots.
Bunny, no.
Oh dear. Okay, well.
Monkey, no.
Oh, Pioshik actually faking out with Warrior Trickster. That was actually very cute, as Clear does have to flash. The Otacon is going down lower, but could this be an Otacon throw to get DNF back into the game? The Pop Blossom finds 2. Otacon is still getting amongst it, as down goes the Annie, but everyone's evaporating, and Raptor is a raid boss. Oh god, the Zinzao Lulu situation is just revolting. But they're the only ones left alive, and so technically, I mean, they get the Otacon, so B&K does win, but it's an even trade of kills.
Yeah, even trade of kills? That's not too bad.
We take those.
They might, I don't think they lose Inner as well. As we take a look, Clear coming in, as you highlight, actually nicely done by Pioshik. The fake out, the more importantly, Quantum is ready. As Clear, we've seen Renekton's be tanky. If 5 people target you, you are not tanky. And then Vikla is like, I will get Pioshik. Doesn't, ends up going down, but it doesn't matter, because look at Tibbers in this fight.
And Tibbers gets so angry after Annie goes down, you know?
He does. He gets enraged. And while it's nice that they're able to kill Diablo, who does use both sums, which I do think is a big deal, the Lulu goes unchecked, and the Xin Zhao just kind of runs away with the rest of the fight, as the stacks now firmly in favor. So even though it wasn't even trade, it's still a gold value trade.
Oh yeah, massive.
For BNK, who might be looking at their only second dragon of this game, is Quantum trying to fool them, but there's no follow-up, and that's Xin Zhao.
Yeah, he was sharing pixels with another minion, really doing his very best. It was kind of like the thing where the kids are like one's on the shoulders of the other one, big trench coat.
Oh yeah, 3 kids in a trench coat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah, classic fight.
Who hasn't seen that happen?
Oh no, of course. Wasn't it also, it was done in like old TV show.
Yeah, there's also a big plot point in BoJack Horseman.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, he's good.
All right, BNK closing in. Pioshik, can he get over the wall? He can. As into the back line does go Dudu, finds Diablo, and down goes the Yunara, but they've lost so much of their health. And they've also lost their Nico. You can see Pioshik limping away, and maybe Diablo has just been a bait this whole time, as Dudu does actually respect it and flashes away. It's a 1-for-1.
So the Strikebreaker didn't hit. I'm assuming he wanted to try and get out, because what Lulu can like put the shield, put picks onto Clear, and then Glitter Lance and slow you.
True.
So you could die to that. So and once you get attacked by slow, obviously you go down. Diablo really has the philosophy. I feel like he could have played that way safer, but he does have the damage maxing philosophy.
Yeah. Also, like, guys, I ate so many cooldowns.
He's done 17.5k damage here, by the way, because he's very far up. The ult's actually really nicely done from Dudu while it's rapid at starts the fight. Like, Diablo could have kited back more aggressively. He doesn't. He's just trying to maximize his damage, knowing the rest of his team is ready.
The entirety of Pioshik and Dudu's health bars, basically.
He's damage maxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it worked.
It was fantastic.
So, is it a clean game? No. Are they still winning? For now, yes. Are we eventually going to reach a point where these gold leads don't matter too much? Maybe. Is it maybe?
Rise group.
So nothing, yeah. Well, if nothing matters, everything matters.
Well, no. It's not that nothing matters. Nothing is predictable. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is confirmed. So everything is possible.
Would you say that even tempo vibes don't accurately explain what happens in
Oh no, this is all the tempo vibes. As Dudu gonna have to dash his way out. Thankfully he's Ambessa, so he can do that. Is into the back line goes Bulldog! DNF are looking for the angle. Another Pop Blossom is too good! But are the wallets too heavy? That's the question. Is Clear is going to bear the brunt of Bulldog as Kellen is trying to keep him at bay. Berserker is almost dead as Vikla is just going to walk after him and hit him with a little Annie auto attack, and still Quantum is going to be able to put him down. What the heck is with these even trades? It's 3 for 3.
The vibes are truly tempoing here, Atlas.
Oh yeah, but it's the same tempo. They're both dancing to each other's beat. And it just means that it's a bloodbath.
It really is, as this starts off pretty okay for BNK, but actually a really good flank here by Bulldog. Does crazy amount of damage. The follow-up from Quantum is good. Diablo still does a ton of damage, but not quite as much as before. I really do think that if Vikla just turns here with his teammates, the situation is a lot better. But instead he goes kind of ham on Berserker. Watch him disappear here, by the way.
Yep.
Watch. Whoop. Just gets mostly bulldogged with the last hit going to the Nico. And it's an even trade, and they're lucky because Clear barely made it out. So this could have very well been a favorable trade. Now that wouldn't have led to an objective, because they couldn't have done an objective on account of
Stop
everything.
talking about objective. You're saying so many legend group things in my Rise group.
Atlas, I'm trying to cost the game.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my, how can you not?
I'm so sorry. I didn't know that's what you were trying to do.
You can't.
Which means you completely don't understand the Rise group philosophy at all. Zinko's Raptor looks for a bit of an angle here towards Quantum.
I take personal offense to that, okay? I have been co-streaming challenge. I understand deeply what is happening in front of me. Okay? So don't you get all, you don't know what you're doing, Chronicler, with me.
Well, start doing what you're supposed to be doing then, okay?
I can't just be making up words. I'm not as good as you. I could could never come up with Slurkle!
All you need to do is go to Banada for a little bit, and then you'll figure it out, okay? Oh, Doodoo looking for a bit of an angle here is okay. He will be able to get himself somewhat out of there, but this Xin Zhao is so incredibly difficult to kill. He's even got the redemption there.
They didn't get him, though. And they also used 2 flashes. It's not a great trade, Atlas.
Well, Quantum tried to split the shapes, but unfortunately, you're going to have to try and flash his way out. It does not work. They're taking the turret momentarily, but DNF now at a man disadvantage are inside. Got the other rough position, but another public execution is going to work out relatively well, but this time, Diablo creates the space, and he just makes them dead. Although Raptor did do a whole lot more of it. This Xin Zhao is just ridiculous, and that time, it's not an even trade. As BNK just delete them.
They did get Diablo. They did not kill Diablo. What? Ziklo?
He's just going to get toasted. Kellen's now in trouble as well. The flash forward. Cool guys, do not look at explosions.
All right, Atlas. You know what's
Baron's going to go down. Yes.
1, 2, 3.
That's Rise Group, baby! I was about to say it's, so I got off to the wrong foot, but I think I was on the right cadence.
Doesn't matter. We got there.
Yeah.
In the end.
Yeah, we said loud Rise Group things.
So they go in, they're already a member down, so the fight is hard. You need to CC from the Nico. They get on top of Diablo, he flashes out, he's completely fine. Then they can't get on top of him anymore. Doodoo goes down. I can just go for that. I want to hear Berserker.
Okay. No reaction.
Locked in.
Well, mainly because he knew that the Baron was going down. He did eliminate a couple of them from the map. Takes the Valkyrie to get out of the way of Raptor, who is incredibly frightening. As Clear looking for an angle onto Pyoshik, and they're going to drop a bear on the monkey. And he is just going to die.
I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe a gorilla could deal with that.
Yeah.
The average monkey, no shot.
No, it's just not really it.
I guess it also depends what type of bear.
Well, here's Rabbit versus Crocodile. How do you reckon that one's going to go?
No.
Actually, kind of okay if you bring your weird dinosaur monster thing. As Nico was in that skin, it just looks very strange. Do like it though.
Just walks up, Claire's like, "Oh, I don't want any trouble. I don't want anything to do with that."
And Nico in a onesie, just like, no, I'm sorry.
I'm not crashing a pajama party. That's dangerous. And right now, Diablo, I was about to comment on the fact that he's been stuck on 3 items for a while. He's not.
That's a pretty good 4th item, isn't it?
I was kind of expecting you to be like, no, even his thoughts have curses, but... That's like something you would
I'm
say.
glad I'm that far in your head, though.
Yeah, you are.
I'm feeling good about that one.
I mean, we've gotten to the point where you just look at me, with like the one eyebrow raise, and I'm like, yeah.
Yep. I think most of the time, even if like I'm not at work and you're there by yourself, you do know.
No, then I think as soon as I get into work, that's when I'm just on the train, minding my own business, listening to music, playing my Switch.
That does sound nice.
I'm chilling. Yeah.
And then
so it's an 8k gold lead. Soul points there. Baron's up. It feels like BNK should be able to just get a clean
I see what you're doing there. I like it. I respect it.
Raptor's on the ward.
Yeah. When it comes lightning, Bulldog does do a fair bit of damage here. As Raptor also takes a fair bit, as we can see. Berserker needs to be a little bit careful because there's a Slurkle that was looking for him. Won't quite lock him down, though. Raptor once again, clearing out vision. Doodoo dashing away from when becomes lightning.
Oh, we are not ending the game in this Baron Atlas.
No.
We are looking at 3-4
games. That's a triple mountain soul here for BNK, though. That will make Diablo relatively tanky and difficult to kill, I could imagine.
Yes, I would agree with your thesis statement.
Thank you very much. That's in my journal.
Oh, I'm sure it was. You
put that down.
The best research.
Yep.
So they're getting red buff. There's no objective on the map for the next 3 minutes. I worry to think what that will do. For the pace of this game, the entirety of BNK presses B.
Yeah. Well, we do need to refill on wards and things. Buy some items. Death Dance done for Raptor. I love that, actually. Just going for as many bruisery, damagey items as he can possibly build. And the F sword that should be a GA coming up relatively soon. Double Death Dance. Goodness gracious.
Might even turn into triple death. No, he's not going.
I mean, Dudu has one.
Yeah, it's triple death stance. Close enough.
We'll just include all 10 players. This is the Rise group. It's all about inclusivity.
Who's going to win this game, Atlas?
I believe that B&K are in a better position to win than DNF.
Very true, yes.
Do you like how I dodged the question entirely because I do not want to give you an answer?
But you should. Commit.
No, I don't.
Come on, one of the two.
No.
I'm happy to.
I will not be responsible
I will happily tell you.
I am happy to leave things up in the air.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
B&K is going to win this game.
Whoa.
It's going to be a 1-0.
That is looking likely.
That's as far as I'll go.
Yep.
I don't want to make any other grand statements.
You went about as far as you can go.
Do you ever worry that we as an, as an LCK duo just kind of keep progressively flanderizing to the point where at some point we're just saying circle to each other?
Yes.
It's a genuine question, Atlas.
I do think that happens. Whether I have a negative opinion about it is
or
no.
whether it's
no.
just piquant.
I think it's just great. Sometimes you've just got to be who you are, and sometimes Slurkle and Joy is what we want to be.
Okay, maybe can we maybe it's poll time in chat. I want to see what the people truly think. I know you're not to be trusted when it comes to stats.
Yeah, I also unfortunately, my love of Slurkle is not a democracy. I just love Slurkle. Okay, they don't love Bear. As DNF gets engaged on, still Bulldog is able to keep himself alive. The Pop Blossom connects onto 2. As this time Berserker's actually able to do the damage, the knock up onto Dudu into that backline. But now the Yunara is starting to pop off. And Clear trying to get himself in there. He takes down the Corki, and Diablo is still alive and takes 3. Only Bulldog is left alive here. And B&K, that may have been the game-winning play.
How did he even die? He was just standing there shooting them!
Just throwing orbs.
How does he even tackle that? Well, I know he has shield bow. Okay, wait, actually, so he had shield bow, he had barrier, he had Mikhail's, he had Lulu ult, he had Lulu shield, and he had redemption. Makes sense, actually.
Yeah, there's a fair few. Lulu really does kind of warp things. And look, you made a definitive statement. And then it came true.
Curses aren't real.
Maybe he is not a witch. He is, in fact, a prophet. As, there was a 7k gold lead at the time. Still, Diablo is wanting to find more kills, but unfortunately, the Nexus is going to go down before he can. And B&K up 1-0 in this series. Looking to put themselves in pretty good form moving towards the play-ins.
You know how you have KDA players?
Yeah.
Diablo is the opposite.
No, he's just a K player.
No, not even. It's literally just, when you're in an ARAM game and you're playing like an Enchanter and your buddy's playing Katarina and he gets a quad round the first round.
Yeah.
Right? And then he just, at the end of the game, is like, look how much that's Diablo. Look, I did like 5 times as much as you.
Yeah, he's the guy that loses the game and then immediately opens the graphs and is like, no, actually, no, I was fine. Because I did more damage than this guy. In fact, isn't that everyone? Isn't that just playing League of Legends? That's just playing League of Legends, right?
No, I love playing support.
Yeah, but I still look at that graph, and I'm like, look at my Zara. I did more damage than our mid laner.
Yeah, okay. I'm not.
Maybe I should play Zara.
I'm not gonna.
Maybe I should play an actual support. That might be a good idea.
The best part is that Vikla did as much damage as Diablo.
Yeah, I mean, he was flashing forward.
Burn, baby, burn.
All the time, yeah. The Annie did manage to get it done. Even managed to get a triple kill, I think, in one of those fights as well. Very well played here by B&K Fearex, but they are not done yet. More Rise Group action coming up right after this break and the space. We'll see you soon.
10초에 끝나긴 해. 뭐라 W 빠졌다 이거. 큐 빠졌고. 네, 그냥 몸 타치자 이거.
몸 밀어내면 끝날
끝나긴 했어. 이거밖에 없어 얘네. 나 공 5초. 1대 2초. 일단 딱 보든가. 부럽 빼. 나 이거 그냥 쌈 볼게 이거. 얘 40초. 둘 잡고 끝내자. 끝내면 되지.
Morgan is unrelenting. Now Raptor has found a target. Crocker does put up the wall though, and that hostile takeover didn't quite work. Still, the Cataclysm is going to come down. And Diablo this time is just bouncing around the fight. And he's continuing to dash in closer now. The red is on top, and there it is.
But now everybody's getting pretty low. In goes Viper trying to take down Keen. He's like a raid boss. They finally get him. But now the front line being chipped away on some low health bars here. And G looking to continue in. Viper actually gets the flash here out of Canyon, who did not want to continue
이거
on
똑같
that
거든
one.
카시.
Really,
와볼래?
it's just Toby who is super healthy. As now the bounces are coming in. Humble AD Sports continued for way too long. And there's the angle for Bruler as well. Jumps in and just shuts them down. Gen G take a huge fight. Essential time brewing. Nobody else is up here. We do have a TP for BDD. Peter is ghosting up here as well. Will they try to help him is the question. Yes, they absolutely will. But the ult from Perfect is actually perfect. Gonna get on the backside of the turret. And now he's got the peel
know what's
Baron's
coming
going to go down.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. That's Rise Group, baby!
I was about to say it's, so I got off to the...
You did say it's, but it was indeed a Rise Group full of culture in game number 1 here. B&K FearX up 1 game over the DN Automotive Freaks. Degon here alongside Wolf and Wadid. And, you know, what we can glean from this that we had in the pre-show from earlier was that Yunara has some trouble early on in the lane sometimes, especially against this Corki Nico bot lane that should be pushing, but that didn't quite happen this time here.
They did end up getting a kill after the root came through from Quantum in that 2v2 matchup. It's pretty volatile. I thought it was quite bold to pick Yunara into Wukong with Nico available as well, but they decided to go with it, right? And I think the Annie pickaway kind of made this work. Like, it made it a little bit easier. If they had given Wukong, Nico, Annie, I just don't know if this works out, but ultimately the risk paid off here for being.
I mean, I still don't understand why you have to ban Kai'Sa when you're playing Yunara. I would rather just ban Corki for the better laning, because it feels like you're getting too much in the laning phase, you know. You gotta say that, yeah, Kai'Sa with the Wukong, Nico is really strong, but I think it's kind of weird that you don't high rate the Corki nowadays, because it feels like it's really strong in lane.
Also, banning Rel here was a little bit puzzling to me. You want to have a lane partner with Yunara that can help pair with her in a 2v2, especially if you know that Corki is likely coming, if you're bold enough to ban Kai'Sa and then also Gwen instead. That was kind of strange that they decided to ban that one away, but either way, the Lulu worked out in a big way. An extra form of engage, but also lane stability.
All right, let's take a look at the highlights here. It starts off by the Herald, where the flanking Bulldog ends up getting caught out here.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just don't understand why this Aurora is walking up on that side, because just look at what his teammate is doing right now. So the rest of the members are trying to entering the river on the bottom side, but because you do not have the vision control, and you all know that like you don't have the summoner spells, but Bulldog walked in blind and he got one shot, and after that there is no chance, absolute no chance for DNF.
It was just a super ambitious play from Bulldog. You want to set up the flank while his team collapses, but he's on vision. They know exactly where he is. You could see, like, even in that moment, B&K's like, not sure about this. Like, this seems kind of weird. But as the rest of the teammates of Bulldog show, they're like, no, I guess we kill him. He's actually just out there. And then he ults at the very last second, gets very little value out of it. So his whole game plan gets flipped on its head. He wants to flank and make a big impact. Instead, he's focused and makes the smallest impact possible.
Yeah, definitely the power of Annie being able to punish someone who's out of position right on the spot. And then in the mid lane, after losing control of vision by Baron, tough to check here, but DNF do their best to try and work their way on in.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first try on the Ambessa was kind of poor by B&K, because they couldn't really one-shot, and they wasted all the engages on them, because Jinzhao used the flash, Annie used the ultimate and the flash as well. So I think the follow-up should be from DNF. If Ambessa can come back with the full HP, but yeah, your top laner reset it, so you gotta give up the mid priority and just let them start objective, but they're just still fighting for the mid priority. Makes no sense. You know, you don't have your top laner, you're not ready to fight, you're not in position to get a good fight angle, but they're just still just wanting to have the mid priority. Like, that doesn't make any sense here again.
I mean, they're like kiting into the Drake River, you know? Like, there's no wraparound angle. Corki is already relatively inherently safe. We saw what Berserker is capable of doing later on in a fight like this. If you play towards that, if you play as a 5-man, you know, which has been DNF's biggest weakness, I think, throughout this entire year, I think there's a lot of plays to be had there. Unfortunately, they play scared and indecisively, and they just get picked apart one by one. And I thought we kind of got past this. I thought we solved some of these issues, but they keep showing up.
Yeah, I mean, again, they wasted all the engages on the Ambessa, so if you just let them start objective and then fight after, then I think it could be so much better, but I think they were just in rush all the time whenever it's a good situation for them.
Yeah, and we saw that happen earlier near Otacon, where they let B&K FearX start Otacon, they had the catch, and then they tried to go in, almost stole it away to Pyoshik. So DNF close, but it's not consistent. Doesn't feel like there's quite the process there. And maybe to help that, substitution coming on in for DNF. Out goes Quantum after a good early game, landing some Tangle Barbs, getting the early kill, but in comes Life. Life has had a lot of stability since getting subbed out earlier by Quantum.
I think that I wouldn't read too much into this for the rest of the series because they often just make these substitutions in Game 2 or even Game 3 somewhat randomly, it feels like. But I do agree that, I think we all universally agree that Quantum's impact in this game should have been much higher. It was great in the 2v2, but he just did not find those big ultimates in lane, was often looking for too optimistic of engage angles, and got punished, often dying mid-ultimate in that game.
All right, well, we'll see what happens here. Maybe the life change is what they need here for the DN Automotive Freaks. Maybe B&K FearX close this one out 2-0. Let's send it back on over to our Slurkle Masters. It's Atlas and Chronicler.
Thank you so much, Dagon, and that was probably my favorite throw that you have ever done. Ah, man, to be the master of a Slurkle. Incredible. Do you know why it's so good, Chronicler? Because it's the combination of slow and circle, and so it basically explains in a shorter amount of time exactly what it is. Isn't it just perfect?
Well, Atlas, you're entitled to your own opinion. Personally, I wouldn't necessarily say that I agree with you, but that's fine. I am really looking forward to seeing what Life can do as he is coming back in. To the surprise of no one, I think that we could all see coming that there was just going to be a continuous swap to come through in case that didn't quite end up working out, and the first game was definitely not the best for DNF, and I think that they're needing some confidence. So we'll see if that can be given here by Life.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether it's like, because I actually felt like Quantum was one of the better players in that last game. But yeah, there's certainly still some issues that DNF are dealing with. Oh, speaking of dealing with things, we'll see whether we're going to be dealing with a Ziggs from Bulldog. Could be the angle here, to be perfectly honest, because he has been pretty good at the Ziggs in the past. As what have we got, gentlemen? That's an Azir.
That's a very good Azir drawing.
It's pretty cool. That one says B&K fighting, by the way. I know that.
Wait, I thought in the bottom corner it said shout out to Max.
Wait, did it?
I mean, I think so. Is that you?
I mean, I am a Max. There might have been a shout out to a different Max though, because I know that I'm not the only one. Like, for example, Monte Cristo's son's called Max.
Huh.
And my grandfather was called Max.
Well, that one makes sense.
Yeah. My parents weren't very imaginative.
I'm named after my grandfather as well, but my middle name, not my first name.
Ah. As we have a little bit of a delay getting into this game, but we are just going to be changing out some headsets and then getting back into it. So don't you worry, we will have some sweet Rise Group action. The really unfortunate thing is that because of Fearless, I don't get to say Slurkle nearly as much.
Atlas, there's more of those in League. You know, really, with enough creativity, isn't Victor's W just a Slurkle as well?
No, it's a Stunkle.
No, but at first it slows.
I mean, it's a slur.
What about Nunu's ultimate?
Isn't that a Boomkle?
Okay, now I'm trying to help you here, Atlas.
Oh yeah, no.
By the way,
it's still
to my own detriment.
She said that if she can fill the colander with water, she. Wait, I don't quite get it. Can you write it down?
That's so cute. So basically, she can never fill it up with water.
Once it fills, she'll stop supporting DNF. Okay.
That's wasteful. Don't do that. But that's cool. Respect for the. Just don't try to fill it up.
Yep, that's actually an image of what's happening in her sink right now.
Oh, that's such a waste.
Yep. That's what we're doing here in Korea. Plenty of water, and as an Australian, it really does bother me as well. I spent most of my life in water shortages. Max, only a 1.5 minute shower, please. That's what my mother and father would say.
Would you listen?
No, I do like a good long shower. You know?
Never really appealed to me.
Really?
No.
I just find it very relaxing. I feel like I do my best thinking in the shower. That's why there's the shower thoughts thing. Like
I would explain a lot.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that is how I came up with Slurkle.
No, it wasn't. I was there. I was right beside you, I'm pretty sure.
Was it raining in here at the time?
Well, I mean,
There is a leak in the roof just up here.
No.
That's
Chat, do not believe him. There is no leak. I'm looking at it right now.
There's obviously a leak. We've been leaking scripts this whole time.
Okay, but that's like
it's like back since 2019.
That's a metaphorical leap, Atlas.
No,
it's different.
I thought it was actually it was an actual leak.
No, you didn't.
Oh wait, how dare you? There's wow, there's bands. Okay.
Don't you try and get away with that type of stuff with me.
That's true. I am frightened of you. You're very intimidating.
Yeah. I can be when I try to.
Can you?
No.
I was going to say. All right. Azir, Gwen, and the Galio have all been taken away as the Pantheon, the Rumble, and the Talia have also been snapped up. So we are going to see the Orianna first pick here, and they're not going to pick away a Nocturne. By the looks of things, it looks like Raptor is going to opt to counter it instead of going for that. We know that the DN Freaks will definitely pick Nocturne. So that's going to come in now.
It's fine. I think Jarvan is also so good, and I think Jarvan is a lot harder to deal with for a lot of players and champions compared to Nocturne. Nocturne's not fun, but Nocturne to me feels a little bit more like one player doesn't get to play the game. And with Jarvan, if you end up picking like a bunch more characters that don't have mobility, none of them get to play the game.
Yeah. Well, especially with an Orianna already showing.
There it is.
And yeah, this was very obvious. Do they lock Zeri as well?
No, you lock a top laner here. You lock something to blow up Sion. So
Trundle top.
What's it going to be? Rumble's not available. Cassante. The Dusante?
Oh, the Dusante. That's a fun one. So already a pretty powerful core here for the DN Freaks. I imagine Zeri is not going to get much further through, but certainly other things can be played alongside it. We just know that the DN Freaks do very much like that combo. Is this the 4th time that they've played it as well?
Yeah, I think so.
As T1 have played it a couple of times as well.
You ban what, like Zeri and Kai'Sa?
Yeah, that checks out. I imagine Diablo and Kellen will just play Kalista Renata or something like that. They do need a fair bit of damage, though, and Vikla has locked in the Rise.
But you should actually ban Renata, though, into this comp. Like, Renata does kind of boom you already.
Would be a good idea.
And also, Renata, to me, doesn't have to... Like, Bard, it's so easy as Bard to not be helpful. I felt like with Renata, you definitely have skill expression, but you can also just press W and R.
Yeah.
And then you do a lot.
And you're also polite while you're doing it, which is pretty nice.
Never really thought of Renata as polite.
She shakes people's hands all the time.
Well, I know that, but I feel like it's more of like an evil handshake.
There's no such thing. It's always polite to shake people's hands.
I guess.
Oh, wait, no, it's like the shaking of hands in the movies where they like hold on too tight and there's a lot of tension.
She then does it with her giant claw and then throws you into someone else.
That is true. The ability isn't necessarily named in a way that does explain how violent it is.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a good point. Maybe it's a naming problem. Maybe we can fix that.
We're learning every single day on the broadcast, Atlas. It's beautiful.
Yep. Maybe we just call it a limb push.
Okay, we're not... Let's see if the champion gets picked. Okay,
limb shove.
Atlas, before we get out of ourselves.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll workshop a bit more while we
So what, we ban Azrael here? I'm trying to think, like, what else would you want to play in a situation like this?
Banning?
Like Sivir, but Sivir, I don't actually think Sivir is that good.
Oh, they
did!
Very nice.
They knew!
Oh, no, limb shoves. I really wanted to get into it. Never mind.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
So, we slam, Sivir here?
Yep, you're allowed to do that because you do not have the Jarvan to worry about.
Isn't it really funny how Varus is just like, nope, Varus is bad now.
Wait, if you think about it though, if the Nocturne jumps on Sivir, and then the Jarvan ults Nocturne, you could also just put Sivir in a Cataclysm. That'd be unfortunate.
Well,
I guess you can take it down immediately.
Raptor doesn't do that though.
That'd be really good.
I think that's what will happen. Most likely.
Fingers crossed. The cow, a consideration here for life.
Oh, I know it's not happening.
Oh, Zeri, do it. There it is.
Zeri Alistair. But you know what actually would be a crazy R5 here?
What would that be?
Barrel's already played it.
Janna.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Well, the cow will come through for life. Not necessarily
happening.
a lot of
It's gonna
power.
be a rel.
Oh, Janna actually does just
I know.
really go hard.
They're very short range composition.
And
What's
once you
up?
go in as
Rel,
Nocturne,
Leona, Nautilus, Rakan.
yeah, I guess Rakan is kind of fine.
Rakan's fine. It just doesn't.
It doesn't have the same pizzazz.
I would have loved a Poppy. Now that I look at this a little bit more, really good counter engage, good synergy with Jarvan.
True.
I think it would have been great. It's good into is able to not amazing, but it can lock down Zeri.
I mean, I don't mind Rakan here either.
It's fine.
I do feel like you can accidentally die to like Orianna and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Also just Zeri.
yeah, Zeri's existence.
Zeri like pressing R and then it's like, oh look, Rakan died.
Yeah.
Interesting. So Atlas, I want a free gamer. I want to go to the six. Actually, while you were there, we were very consistent with our sixes.
Yeah.
I would have liked to think that I was the good luck charm.
The way I
now
think
it's
about it,
you.
5 games isn't possible.
Incredible artwork.
That is very impressive.
That is so well. That's amazing.
Just covering up the picks that have
Actually
already been
so
taken
good.
away. All right. Very impressive stuff. And that person got a beer from the CGV. Pretty cool. Got some light sticks and stuff like that here.
Man, this artwork, Atlas.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is the culture group. So obviously, all of the best art resides.
That's where the artists are.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, what a joy. And now we get a second game, hopefully, of 3. Let's get into it. Man, there's a guy in chat who did something absolutely genius because they wanted to get more channel points. They wanted 6 games, so they bet on DFX.
That's actually so smart.
So they're definitely going to lose and win. Wait,
And win and lose.
Yeah, would you get half your points back?
No, you get your full investment.
Yeah. But I
Oh,
also
actually,
think
that's
because
not
you're
really how it
covering
works.
both bases, it's problematic.
Aw, look at that. Top laners being good dudes.
Yeah, there we go. Having a bit of a dance here is clear. And Dudu just working out.
He's just doing dips.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea.
That's really that's kind of insane.
Yeah, it's quite impressive. I don't think I'd be able to do that.
Cassante is notoriously muscular and strong.
He's
so.
quite ripped.
Yeah.
Very true. He's, definitely not, what is it, micro Chad, according to Digon.
Oh, don't. No, Atlas. No. No. Let's not.
We could ask him about it.
I don't want to open up that conversation for many a reason.
Well, Grand Entrance is going to connect on to life here.
I am against bullying as a principle.
We were just talking about micro Chad.
No, you were referring to Digon's tweeting specifically.
Yeah, where he said micro Chad. I learned that word today. All right, Grand Entrance going to connect. They're on to Berserker. As Diablo is just focusing on the wave, as you would, as Siva. And I don't think too much is going to occur here in this bottom. As I say that, we're just healing. Like, everyone's pressing the heal button. There's Life finding a Pulverize onto Kellen to stop the re-engage. But the re-engage will come because Life's abilities are now on cooldown. And now Berserker is finding himself in an awkward spot. Diablo always happy to take a fight, guys. He is always happy. He will press buttons and run towards you.
Yeah, there's nothing that can stop him. As we saw in the last game where he legitimately just got solo killed and still just kept going.
Yeah, I think if he's dead, he would still be clicking his buttons and like moving his mouse as if he was still
one
alive,
can only
moving
assume.
forward. Yeah.
He would try.
Yep. He just does that until he's actually back on the rift again.
Can you imagine Diablo Kog'Maw?
Ooh, that'd be fun.
That would be great.
He would utilize that passage so effectively.
So that is very early on, a Ghost Forced, and Berserker forced to go back. Doesn't even get to fully heal, and takes what I think was a final auto.
I think that was an auto from
to
Diablo.
his face.
Wow, he's in base and Diablo is still hitting him with auto attacks. Diablo is crazy, man.
That's actually kind of... So I imagine that he just finished his back and then a boomerang or like a ricochet made its way through the wave.
Something like that, yeah.
And got him. Because like, I don't know how else he would... I guess he could have just been at the very end of his back, but I feel like Diablo was getting zoned away by life, so not sure.
I am also unsure. However, it did happen. And the result is he took a bit of damage. Otherwise, not too much else. Pioshik doing just fine. Currently is even in CS alongside Raptor, who is now looking for a back at exactly the same time. So pathing well and truly even between our two junglers as the cow is going to wander back towards the lane. It's not end of the world or anything like that. I think the Zeri has an incredible spike at level 6 especially. That is when you really want to start getting online. I think you want an item or two before you're really happy. See whether he does go for the Hexblade build, as we could have double Hexblades in this game for DNF. It's crazy. That is so many more Hexblades than I've ever seen on one team.
I think with this top laner, you do want to go actual, just pure damage. Because I think there's games where it makes a lot of sense to me, but if you have a Rumble,
Life is in a lot of trouble. Berserker just trying to stand in front, but that's not going to help them actually do well in the lane, as B&K are just winning all of these skirmishes.
No, it's fine. That's why you pick Rakan, right, for his laning phase?
Got it, yeah. Well, Kellen's definitely demonstrating that that's exactly the case.
Yeah, that can really be the only takeaway.
Well, we're diving, or at least attempting to do something. Does get a dash out of Berserker as the dragon has spawned. There's a flash forward from Vikla, and immediately gets the resulting flash from Bulldog. And that means the Bulldog is dead.
Well, so is Vikla, though. That's the interesting part.
Do they die at the same time?
I think the problem for Bulldog is that there are chances that Vikla lives, I think, in some scenarios. And with Cataclysm, I do think you're just dead. And there's like there is a chance for Vikla if he gets the phase rush and or he dodges deal or something of the sorts.
Yeah, honestly, no, because also you can get feared, and if you have phase rush active, you run so fast.
You are zooming, Atlas.
So honestly, maybe Pioshik doesn't want to press that button on to Vikla when that does occur. But now we're going to see back into the lane once again, and I think Bulldog is going to be treating this one with a whole lot of respect. Level 6 is collected.
Phage was bought, which answers our earlier query.
Yeah.
So we have Diablo sitting on a Cull, and outside of that, not really anything happening. I think that B&K is pretty happy with the 1v2. I don't think they really mind the lane swap. Because they can, what now they can do...
They can just take Drake.
They can take Drake. Not only that, they can take Drake and then rotate up.
Yep.
Like, you can take Drake, shove a bot wave, back, Clear just catches the wave, TP's bot, and you can have, sign his ult, so he can actually easily join the grab fight in case that Dudu does walk over.
It's feeling pretty clean here from B&K.
We'll have to see whether they do that, because it is B&K.
Also, the good thing for DNF, with this control of the bunch of vision, thus Brian not even going to find him as we're going all out here as Dudu looking for the angle on to Clear. Finds some slows, and the knockback does come on through, but this turret is quite scary. Q not going to connect, and the Scion is just fine. He's still down a couple of waves.
Two cookies. Two Atlas.
Wow, he's not even eating them.
He was not afraid.
Not even hungry.
Not afraid and not hungry? That's a great place to be.
That's not bad. And he's still just hanging out, waiting for this wave to come on through. He's behind 20 CS, and as we mentioned before, I mean, Dudu is doing a great job, but it's about weathering the storm here for this Scion.
And even though there was a slight delay, there we go. 3 grubs.
Yeah.
And Drake. And Atlas, I'm starting to get slightly worried that it will just be a repeat again. I don't want that.
We need
that's not what
3 games.
I feel like we started off so strong in this series. You know, the material was peak. It was slurkles and free bean soups.
And now Pioshik is in a circle himself and is just dead. There is Feats of Warfare going on over to B&K. And yeah, there's quite a few...
I really do think that's one of the scenarios where just ult Rise. And maybe you die, but it's better than sitting in the Cataclysm and...
Yeah, he did just sit in the Cataclysm and die. That is what happened.
Did he not have vision? Did he not have ult? Am I like slandering Pioshik? Well, I'll have to see in the replay.
I think he did have ult.
I'm 99% sure he did. I don't want to go in too hard and then find out. You know, I'm a little silly.
No. You just wait. You just
silly
wait.
Goose.
So he's back on the map now, and he's just immediately gonna ult.
So
and he's gonna make a sick play.
He definitely had ult.
He did have ult. We have confirmation.
And I think he also had vision of Rise. I'm like TPing or like ulting into Rise feels bad, obviously, but like maybe you get out. Because dude is there, and I know he doesn't have ult, but he can still do a little bit of CCing, a little bit of Kasanteing. Maybe.
Some possibilities here, but hindsight is 20/20. I was about to say 50/50. Like,
that's
wow, that is really good.
No, that's his game, though.
Well, I mean, that's the Rise group.
That is actually, because as highlighted, me and Wadid are currently doing a prediction war. You know, and I don't want to feed into this misconception that I care a lot about predictions, but I do love winning.
Yeah.
You know, not predictions specifically, but
mainly, but not specifically.
No. I think predictions are just a fun vehicle for conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
But as you know, you've played, again, Atlas and I have played a good amount of board games.
Yes, we have.
It's gotten to the point where in some board games, you're supposed to, like, we should tell them about the Suvadis incident, right?
Which one's that?
The negotiation game where at some point you turn to me and you're like, Mao, I need to change up my strategy of tilting you because we just keep losing to Kobe. He keeps beating us.
Oh, yes. Oh, man, yeah. And he just kept getting away with it because he was everyone's friend.
Yes.
And so like, everyone was just happy to trade with Kobe.
No, guys, I'm definitely losing this time. So basically, it's a negotiation game. And I would get infuriated because Atlas would just stonewall me and make deals with everyone else, screw me over. And then at first it was funny, for really both of us. I actually thought it was very entertaining. But then at some point, like...
Kobe was just winning every game!
Yeah. And then I wouldn't win, but neither would Atlas.
Yeah. And honestly, that felt like a win for me.
At first. But eventually you turned to me, you did say, in fact...
Yeah.
I gotta swap it up.
So like the first 2 days definitely felt like winning.
And Kobe just kept falling behind and being like, guys.
And then complaining a lot. He was so good at convincing everyone that he wasn't doing very well.
Every time.
Yeah.
He kept falling for it.
Yeah, every time.
What a charismatic man.
He is he's also very trustworthy. Is okay. Scion going to dive on forward, but they're going to switch off the lights. See whether that helps DNF get themselves anything as Vikla able to flash out of the way. In goes Kellen, finds a lot of quickness value here as Life also doing his best to tank things up, going all out onto Raptor, but he's just all out of there with the flag and drag. Knockup will connect onto Bulldog, and just the edge of the grand entrance is looking real good here. Flash out allows him to avoid the Q, but B&K, they keep everyone alive. In fact, everyone on the Rift is still alive, but they take control of this dragon area.
Expensive fight when it comes to the summoners here, Atlas, or B&K. But they do take... I think Vikla took a very aggressive roam warp. That's my only explanation for what transpired there.
There it is.
No, it's the opposite. He faked one, but he was just behind them. I feel like the flanking Rise this early in the game doesn't end up to quite work out. It is just a bit of a messy fight, but Berserker doesn't have that much space. The front line takes too much damage, and Bulldog doesn't have mana.
Yeah, he did manage to get a
And
shockwave
also-
off that was pretty good.
Yeah, but it's also the fact that Pioshik is ulting the Rise, then immediately flashed over the wall, means that one of their biggest tools is just not available.
Yeah.
And I think they need to play around Berserker. I think he's their win condition this early on. He flashed over the wall! Yeah. I'm so glad that one stuck around.
He did indeed flash over the wall. My favorite thing about that entire clip, like, because I didn't even really notice that you said it weird, but as soon as Valdez spotted it out, then it was funny.
Yes. I didn't even notice while saying. I was just genuinely amazed at Pioshik making a crazy play.
Yeah. And he flashed over the wall. He really did. We all saw it. Then you reacted. And then he just said that you were Mickey Mouse. And then everyone could hear it. Ah, beautiful.
But Mouse spelled with an AU, because that's my name.
What?
Mickey Mao.
Ah, Mickey Mouse.
Mao, yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Mao.
I get it. I was a little bit not on
it's okay.
not on track there. I'm distracted by just how overwhelming this game is.
Well, there's definitely forms of whelming it is.
Oh,
I don't know if I would go with over.
Okay, so if DNF...
Some would say under. I would just say whelming.
Yeah. 10 things ahead of
It
that.
just exists. Yeah, no, I mean, it was an obvious joke. It wasn't that good.
Oh, it's a banger. It's always good.
Well, I mean, it's one of those jokes that, you know, it keeps... It's like puns. You just keep doing it.
Yep. As Clear also just gonna kill Bulldog. Wow, this is almost bullying at this stage. As, Pioshik now going to chase down Diablo. Dudu is going to make his way in as well. So Sivir for Orianna is going to be the trade. Triple knock-up there from Life as well. As Berserker needs to do damage if they want to win this fight. Great knock-up. Going to try and set up for Dudu, but now... it's ulti time for Berserker, and he's zapping them all. It's a lot of AoE damage, actually, as they're standing a little too close. And Vikla just looking for that angle. Doesn't quite get it as Berserker is able to get himself over that wall very nicely. And Dudu secures the kill onto the enemy jungler. Down he will go, though, as Kellen locks that one up. And now Pioshik looking to just create a ruckus for Berserker to play in. And Bulldog has made it back to the fight from the grave. He'll shockwave down Kellen. And now the Scion is not going to be able to find anything. It's in fact a double for the Orianna, and now we're just doing battle. As Dan Freak's feeling pretty good about this. And honestly, if I was a Tekken 8 player, that's the type of team fight that I would relate to. Just constant biffo.
Now let's move over to our Tempo Vibes assessor of the moment. Atlas, have the vibes shifted?
I am seeing some turbulence in the vibes, Chronicle.
The
You're
vibes
absolutely
have
right.
shifted, everyone. As it's Diablo, guys. We are diving so deep for an Orianna that's not doing so hot, and you're leaving out the starter dry. So Diablo just dies, which really creates a very big problem because they don't have damage.
No. They do have a very tanky
They
Rise.
could have also, well, not only Rise, but also Sion. They could have.
Sorry, yeah, Sion as
They
well,
could have
man.
opted out for this at any point. By the way, also, I want you to look at the Casanteing that's happening.
Oh, Dudu is do-santeing like nobody's business.
Yeah, that was
Somehow he lives that last turret shot as well, which is absolutely absurd.
kind of insane. Now, at any point, BNK could have decided not to handshake this fight. That's not how they roll.
That's the beautiful thing about it, is everything is a conscious
Oh
choice.
my God, that's the movie, the beauty of BNK, and it's just a fist fight.
Yeah.
Now, does this matter? Depends on whether they miss Soul Point because of that or not. Because
the beginning of stacking up a quad Hextech.
those are the two avenues in front of us, Atlas, and as you know,
Wow, but Zeri already has enough electricity.
well, you never have enough. You can always have more. Have you not seen any electricity-based supervillain? They're always like, I need more! I need more electricity!
It's true, they generally do
All
like
of
electricity.
them. And they're like, oh yeah, no, it starts out small. It's just a house, and then it's an apartment building, and then it's like, I need to go to the power supply every time.
More batteries,
Every time.
Then we must
I'm
harness
telling you.
the sun and all that sort of stuff.
The core of the earth, I must absorb it. Yeah.
Yep. Every time. Supervillains, man. Why do they keep doing it?
Do we have a wolf certification update?
Oh, wolf update? That's kind of interesting. Let us know. Because that last fight was pretty good for Berserker.
Breaking news, we do not have the update yet, but it
wolf
will be coming
update
in soon.
And Wolf said 1 sec. As, okay, Kasante gonna go in. Dudu does find a bit of an angle here to drive Shelly forward.
I'm happy to note, say for it, we have in fact not
We have not certified a Zeri
It has not happened yet. The certification has not come through. Could happen in this fight.
It could.
Do keep an eye on Berserker. He has both sums. Level 11.
The update was, there was no update. As, okay, special delivery from Raptor by himself as Dudu's going all out, finds the kill on the J4. That should guarantee the Drake, but down goes the top laner. He may have bought enough spaces. Now Bulldog could be in trouble. He's put in prison. His life follows the Pulverize beautifully, and the Shockwave picks up the back line. The Rise is going to go down as Kellen is trying to dance his way out, but Berserker is now popping off. And I want the Wolf update after this one because I think that we are prepared for some certification. As, yep, Clear will go down. That's going to be the ace. And B&K, I hope they meant that because that means they love us and we want us all to get 6 games.
We knew it was coming. It was just too obvious as the blast cone into the combo into. I can't believe this play worked, by the way.
Oh yeah. Still no. We're not certified yet.
Oh, still. Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to follow the certification board on that one. You
Absolutely.
know, just like you with Tempo Vibes, Wolf is the certification expert.
Life like that, the flash poll to get Vikla was pretty cool.
Yeah, no,
I don't know whether it did much, but it was
Life's
definitely
playing
very
like
cool.
Demon. That fight was awesome. Also, again, the decision-making on B&K's side is very B&K, to the surprise of absolutely no one. And I'm feeling good about that Game 6, Atlas. And it looks like you were the lucky charm all along.
This is how we do. The Rise group always delivers.
This is how we do it?
If the Legend group goes to 3 games, like there is no chance that we don't get
Rise group,
the real one.
Can't stay behind.
Nope. And this game has only just begun. Right?
Oh, it's a 45-minute game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There are going to be some sick plays, some turmoil, some drama that we are going to see. It's peak Rise group.
Yeah, DNF did put in a very, very late contender from the most memorable game I've ever costed.
Oh, yeah, not for a great reason.
No, it wasn't. Well, Bro won, you know, we were happy about that, right?
Is Dusante back, by the way? Because that is a very dead Vikla, and he is just taking names. And he's not afraid of anything.
Mostly Vikla's name.
Yes, he's taking that name more than...
Vikla's name has been taken a good amount of times in this game so far. But the snowball is very rapidly becoming... In some other...
Would you call a snowball a slurkle? Nah, it's fast, isn't it?
It's also...
It's not very slow.
No, it also doesn't slow.
No.
Like it doesn't...
That'd be a snurkle, wouldn't it?
Atlas,
it's a snowy circle.
First of all, no. Secondly...
It's a sphere, isn't it? So it's a sneer.
No, Atlas...
Which is already a thing,
Atlas,
I guess.
No slurkle... what's it called? Oh my god, I'm blanking on this. I can't believe this. No slurkle inflation, okay? You keep it for the one thing you invented it for. I will not be having this.
Not
every
everything
single...
could be a slurkle. That's a really good point.
Yes. Even
and
though
also,
you have...
I was trying to attribute it to a sphere, and that's not okay.
Even though you, many times, have told me that anything can be a thing.
What about snorkeling? That's a question from the Blanca prompt.
It's a fun hobby. I don't really...
I quite liked snorkeling.
It's
the
fun.
Great Barrier
It's a
Reef
good
is
time.
a beautiful place.
All right, DNF, don't Otacon throw. Please. That's all I ask. Just don't do it. Oh, we're fighting.
Oh, Berserker does the damage to the Rise on his way through as Vikla is going to turn up and take a dissonance to the face. We're trapping the cow in the paddock, and Life doesn't like that, as they will be able to get a bit of a trample onto the side on his... Can we find an angle here as Bulldog is just going to get thrown around like a ragdoll? Does he have another command protect? The answer is he doesn't need one because he will survive teleport in hand. He can get himself back.
The flag?
Oh, they do stop him from backing away. Pyoshik wanted to get himself back out of there. As, all right, there's the knock-up. But now Berserker is starting to get the depth. What the hell? Dudu, you monster! He gets into the backline, does so much damage, but does go down. They'll trade their jungler for it, though. It's B&K, they all have to go home. Wait, no one's going to take it? What?
1 for 1!
That's a 1 for 1, ladies and gentlemen, and we had a bit of a scuffle, and now we will go back to the Otacon.
My favorite part was, because there was so much chaos, did you catch the shockwave?
No.
It's just... Okay, now I'll take a look at the other end of the fight. You look at the shockwave. you're gonna follow the ball.
I also thought that it was Bulldog that went down really low and tried to go back
this
home.
fight was a mess. So we have a very nice attempt here initially from B&K as they get Pioshik out of the fight. They're looking for the re-engage. They can't quite. Oh my God!
We don't even get it.
Bulldog, you can't die.
Well,
Bulldog, no.
Yes,
Bulldog,
he
no.
can.
Bulldog, no.
As it turns out, he can die. He did do that.
Oh no!
But do you know why?
That's gonna
because
be
he's got 8 seconds on his shockwave.
Just take Dragon. Don't do Otacon.
We got to stop the
Don't do
Otacon.
Otacon. No! No!
We can't let them do this. Pioshik, get in there. Get in there and stop it. He doesn't have ulti.
B&K, you deserve to lose. Sari's gonna jump in and murder you.
Big triple knock-up as Berserker has thrown down the ulti, but the hero Kellen, no, but she just skates out of the Cataclysm, and now she's zapping them to death clear, just not seeming too tanky, but it is the Otacon lockdown by B&K. Berserker still trying to get the damage as he dashes away, and the Dusante is going bananas, but the Zeri is still going to die. We're certainly not certifying this particular moment as the teleport is going to come in. Bulldog, oh goodness, I thought he was just going to get knocked up and die. As Diablo, we know, he just goes forward. The Shockwave cleans up the Scion. And guess what, Chronicler? No dragon. That's right, Drew, baby! There's another one. We got 2 today.
We're gonna keep getting Clear's buying Knight's Vow. He's like, I don't care. I just
We need a soundboard.
We need a soundboard.
Can we just get a sound? G-Sun, if you wouldn't mind, we could just record that that's Rise Group, baby, and then we can just say,
I want everyone.
G-Sun, cue the track.
I want everyone. I want as many people as possible.
Yeah. And Wolf is also going to do a lecture on Zeri certification.
I can't
afterwards.
believe that they don't.
I know that there hasn't been the big moments
that they don't just go for just the straight up, very straightforward take Dragon. Take the soul point. But no, they try to flip the game. Or they do flip the game because I think this could have gone very poorly. Really well timed exhaust on the Berserker there. I think actually ends up saving them a ton of damage. But as often is the case,
flashes forward and then insta dies.
Yeah, so he flashed forward, which I do think they needed to secure the kill, and if he doesn't, I think that his Cassante dies earlier, but he does then just get ricocheted. As soul point's a big deal.
Yeah, Raptors in the pit. They get the information of it.
Diablo's here.
Whether Pioshik can find an angle with this ulti. Can they lock them down with a shockwave? They are staying so spread out. There's a Cataclysm to lock up the Zeri. Berserker can't get out, but he does manage to survive for a little while longer. Still, they do lose the jungler, but down goes all of the damage outside of the Cassante, and he will fall soon afterwards. No smite required if you kill everyone on the enemy team. And B&K will lock up Soul Point.
DNF, no! This was the one! This was the 6th gamer!
They had the high ground.
We were so back!
They had the high ground.
They had the high ground, Atlas!
Oh, dear. Well, let's see how this one happens.
So I think we can pinpoint as Berserker just goes in onto the Jarvan, then gets flag and dragged, charmed by Rakan, and just dies. The Shockwave doesn't keep him safe. Diablo, by the way, is full health in this fight.
Yeah.
Diablo's, I want to repeat that. The Sivir with no flash is just full health in the fight.
Yeah.
So, now they have Soul Point. They also got...
They got Baron.
They got...
They did get Baron. They are not that far ahead yet.
Atlas, you're sounding like me.
I am a very optimistic man.
Yeah.
And I think that
I think I need to do electrons. Yeah, Wolf, actually, I think in general we'd benefit from more lectures, you know? Knowledge is always good.
Yeah, and I also think that we need a little bit of an update because it's been a while since we've had like a Zeri meta. And Wolf
people might not know.
He did clarify exactly what the requirements were.
I mean, we know, but I think it might not be clear to the audience.
Yeah, but also, like, we don't really know. We always just kind of refer
What do
to
you
him.
mean?
Even when he's not at work, we often just message him and say, like, hey, is this a certified moment? And we do.
Well, I mean,
get
he's the one that has final say, right?
Yeah. Well, Dudu is looking for final say here, as he is going to do some buttons towards
Oh my
Raptor.
God, a League of Legends champion, right?
Yes.
And they're an